What is up? What's up, Poochie? What's happening? What's happening? What's going on, Info Warriors? Gina G. How y'all doing? Hey, so I have got a real interesting video, and some of you may have seen it already. And shout out to AD for sending it to me. But it seems like we have got, I don't really want to say terrorist, but I mean, the dude's kind of admitting to doing terroristic stuff. Uh, and, I've listened to this guy judge everybody else. And, dude, let me tell you, when you have got stuff like this in your history, you don't have any business criticizing or critiquing or, oh, it's bad, Jen. Like, this shit could get this kid sent to prison for a long time. And he always tries to articulate himself real good when he talks. He's a fucking idiot. He is a straight fucking idiot. What's up, Sean? Blue eyes. What's up, Justin? Yeah, I don't care about all that stuff, bro. That shit there's as above my pay grade, man. But anyways, back to the video.
Attacking, frothing at the mouth, seeing that I'm live. And oh my god, there it is. 5,000 people. Okay, anyway. I do this for myself. A quick reminder, Stuck in the Middle is a show that I am active on. We're really trying and striving to continue to bring content and...
You're going to be shocked what this kid said. I'd only gotten to at least probably about 3 or 4 minutes. And, dude, it's not good. And it's scary that we got people like this running around our community. And, no matter how good he tries to articulate himself, he's a fucking idiot. For one, even talking about this shit. And for two, even, yes, Gina, yes. It's starting to make sense now, right? That's not a patriot. That is the farthest thing from a patriot. More like a progressive terrorist. Just hold on.
Conversation at least once, twice, hell, if we can, 3 times a week. But I used to do something that I titled appropriately Story Time, where I would reminisce on the chaos of my past. A quick introduction. Or at least let me just, instead of telling my story, let it be understood. What I'm about to discuss, I'm not going to backpedal, and I want to stay on course to produce the story from my history, from my past.
It's my past, guys. Juggies, that's my past.
My past is very far, ideologically, to where I am today, and what I think, what I believe. So with that being said, I think it's time to tell the tale of the time I got too close to Antifa.
OT, this is a hell of a lot more important than some rapper retiring. Just in my, very radicalized.
And it's healthy to reflect and realize just how close I was getting to something that is clearly...
Yeah, and you never know who they are, Blue Eyes. That's the thing. You never know. But usually it is the little timid ones that's being fucked with all their life, and then they do something that's real radical, which I'm not saying that this dude's done anything, but the shit that he says is enough to get this idiot sent to fucking prison. And he's so stupid, I don't think he realizes that. What's up, little me? You ain't got to be in the bushes. You can call this shit out.
Just so abhorrent and dangerous. Oh, there they are. Little freaks. So, years and years back, this was when I was still celebrating... What's up, my friend Shep? When I was still celebrating being a radical liberal, I didn't realize how radicalized I was.
A radical liberal.
Way back when, I think this was my 20s. This was when I was going door to door in a southern state, Florida, in a trailer park and knocking.
The one thing I don't believe about that is it really depends on what part of Florida he was going through, knocking on doors. Fucking, and wait till he says who he's trying to get voted, because you get fucked up down here with that shit. These people don't play.
And trying to persuade people to vote for Bernie Sanders. I was doing this with a friend of mine who is totally lost in the Kool-Aid. Now I can't even talk to him because I've changed my mind mostly. So it starts like...
What do you mean mostly, motherfucker? You either changed your mind or you didn't. You ain't a fucking one of them dudes that's just hiding in the bushes waiting to blow up the Amtrak train, are you?
Like this. I'm in like every Bernie Sanders Facebook page that I can possibly find at that time. And so I start getting new friends, we'll go with that term, very loosely. One of the very popular people, I'm going to assume that those are maybe some of my friends on other social media outlets, like, oh, look, hey, man, it's that dude I know that hits the live button. So anyway, so as I noticed, there was this one figure who always carried a lot of crowds with him online. Like, he very much had an established presence. Every post he made, like, people would grovel towards him. He was clearly like an admin of this page, and I had no idea. Well, yes, I did. Let me not be disingenuous. I knew that it was under the guise of voting for the politician we wanted at the time. And he saw some of the, the way I would articulate myself or type out posts and use memes and all that. And
bro, I hate to tell you this, but nobody with a fucking brain wanted Bernie Sanders to be president. I'm just telling you. Nothing in this world is fucking free, and I mean nothing. They'll act like it's free, but I promise you're going to fucking pay for it one way or another. And twice as much.
I can't remember because it's many years ago, but he did reach out to me on a personal level in private messaging and DMs. And we get to talking, and he seems to be giving me a test, and I'm not aware that I am being tested. He starts asking me a little bit, things that are a bit beyond the pale and scope than what I was signing up for. Remember, to me, Antifa was just a name. I was very ignorant to the practices, although I do...
And let me tell you, it's always those ones that's easy to follow. They mix in with the crowd, and they just want to be accepted. And they don't care where they're accepted from, but they just want to feel important. It's fucking weird as shit.
Call being invited to go to protests all those years ago, and man, I was very close. So anyway, I guess you could say I was kind of being groomed, and he seemed to be orchestrating to have me showered with more attention, and I was feeling emboldened. And my rhetoric was increasing. They'd see that I was sharing more of their propaganda on my personal page on Facebook. And this seemed to please him. I didn't know I was pleasing anybody. And then before I knew it, I am sent a phone number. A very obscure phone number, but a phone number nonetheless. He would not give me his full real name, but he wanted to talk with me on the phone. And he wanted to do so and have me speak with somebody else who I never really got to speak with more. But what was discussed...
Yeah, anybody that ever agreed, even fucking AD, I had to look at him like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all, man?
Is as far as I'm happy it went. This is when I started to get the vibe that something more was going on than just getting Bernie Sanders to win the election. So I take this phone call. I make the call.
Jesus
This is when the questionnaire process, this was private. Who knows if they recorded it. Starts to get a little more heated up. They start testing me on direct knowledge of communism, socialism. After they have identified that I really was only passionate about healthcare being more available in here.
Well, not all of us, Mike. Some of us don't deserve to be loved, like this little dipshit on the screen right here. Which, hey, where he's going, somebody's gonna love him, all right. They're gonna rub him down with cocoa butter and everything. They're gonna make him feel real fucking special.
Started to slip more things and incentivize me to get more and more extreme, even though at the time my only interest was to elect Bernie Sanders and work on healthcare in this country. I remember he suggested, or no, he asked me, do you have, hey Trish, he asked me, do you have a copy of the Anarchist Cookbook? I remember in middle school I did, so I kind of told a half-truth, and I said, oh, yeah, I remember it has, like, the ingredients to make stuff, right? Like the Molotov cocktail or something like that. He's like, yes, that's very important. Do you need another copy?
Want to burn folks up.
A more modified one.
Over fucking people not wanting to vote for Bernie Sanders. Can you imagine that? This little fucking dick running around with Roman candles stuck up his ass trying to set people on fucking fire everywhere.
That we can send it to you if you just, people, with your email, so on and so forth. So the questions, he was starting to introduce me to new literature, trying to remember Karl Marx, all the basics. I'm sure I don't have to list them outright. And the conversations went from arming me and assuring that I was interested in participating in live events, like real events going off the internet, and how comfortable I would be, learning some things like making homegrown material. And from there, it was all dredging up to, hey,
Progressive, why did you not notify the FBI, dude? I mean, all bullshit aside, I know everybody says, oh, you can't be a snitch, shit like that. But when it comes to being radicalized, dude, there's no fucking way, man. Now, would I stand up if there was a civil war? You fucking right. Unc be on the front lines. I'd be fighting for what's fucking right. And I mean that with every fiber of my being. But just to go out and hurt innocent fucks, nah. I don't give a fuck who you vote for, But you're not going to come and tear my fucking home down or my hometown. You know what I'm saying?
Let's meet at this protest that's going to happen.
He should
over
have,
here,
Salem.
over there. I started to get cold feet. Because towards the end.
But you did nothing about it, bro. It doesn't matter if you got cold feet about it or not. You did nothing about it. You should have fucking reported it. The fact that you didn't makes you just as guilty as the motherfuckers that was out there doing it. I don't think you try to talk like you're all educated, but really you're a fucking idiot.
This is where I started to feel the temperature kind of rise too much to the point where I was no longer in a comfort zone. He was like, how do you feel about shedding blood for the cause? I was like, excuse me?
Right.
I mean, I should have known. I was younger then, but I should have really, really known where this was all heading. Remember, so with Charlie Kirk's killer, unalive or stupid YouTube jargon, no, his killer, let's not be mistaken, the left right now is trying to paint it like it's an impossibility that this kid was radicalized in a span of 6 months through virtual whatever. I was radicalized and almost pushed to going in real life in a span of 2 months. And I already believed in some of their concepts, but they wanted me to believe more. They wanted me to, take a vow to communism and spreading communism.
I don't know if this kid's saying this just to try to get attention, but this is what the world's become, right? People wanting eyes on them or whatever, and it's fucking, dude, it just makes me want to ball this computer up and just throw it the fuck away, man, because there's really nothing good on here. Yeah, it is crazy, Stargazer. It really is.
They wanted me to get involved in local chapters. And when I hear about this shooter's Discord messages, I know exactly what is being hinted at. These groups, they kind of groom you, coddle you, they make you believe that you're very special, very important, that you're fighting for something bigger than yourself. And I understand how this appeal goes to the head of the mentally ill. Because
mentally ill, homie.
I'd imagine
he's admitting that
the
he's
mentally
fucking
ill
mentally
individual
ill right now.
let's say this kid Tyler leaves his family, homesick, grew up in a household that he maybe had a lot of conflicts with. We know that he argued about Charlie Kirk, and literally, I quote, said, Charlie Kirk spreads hatred amongst the masses. So the fact that the left is still trying to paint this person as a MAGA anything is laughable. And the evidence that we continue to be given still point, like this whole groper thing, I don't know anything about, but it's clear where this person's bread was getting buttered. So
Oh, I know where your bread was getting buttered. Right over at PBR's. Right over at PBR's. You spreading them wide. Running up in here, puppet. Yet the only thing you two fought about was who was fucking who.
Digress. I'm just using the term empathize, and I would hope any of you that is using Charlie Kirk's words about empathy, go read the whole fucking context, go watch the entire clip, because he makes a very concise point about how empathy can be polarizing and
you know what's sad? You don't have to watch anybody's fucking clip. You should know right from wrong to start with.
Empathy is something that's somewhat more, you're making it less about yourself.
Yeah, what the fuck?
You're having sympathy, because with empathy, apparently, you're just trying to relate because you've been through something similar, which is not a lost cause. All these little sound bites are not to justify what happened, and that's why I'm so disgusted to the point where I'm unfriending people and I'm going to church after 30 years. So here I am. If only I could remember, because after I had this conversation with this narcissistic...
Bro, it's the fact that you even fucking thought about this shit to start with. I don't think you realize what you're out here saying right now, bro. Some things are better left unsaid. You should have done something about this motherfucking shit, instead of looking for attention online, because that's what this is. But clearly, there's something off in your fucking head to even have went that way, bro.
Sociopathic, anarchist, liberal, communist. Can I even call him a liberal after this point? After we got so far into the conversation where he was asking me how comfortable I was with making bombs. Oh man, I'm getting put on an FBI list. For the record, this was when I was like 22. I am 40 years old. I look young, but this is true story in my life. And the phone calls, we had like 3 or 4 phone calls, was absolutely uncomfortable. And then to the last one, terrifying. He was slowly and surely making me more comfortable with, or assessing how comfortable I would be with getting certain ingredients.
You see how pale this dude is? I'm going to tell you something. Somebody this pale looks like they just come out of jail. This dude probably ain't never been in jail in his life. But when you see people that's pale like that, they spend all day indoors, breathing recycled fucking air. And it does something to their fucking brain. It really does.
And having them in my own home, putting them together, and obviously making something of some destructive power and introducing it to the populace, because this was all dredging up to a campaign that was pro-Bernie Sanders.
Progressive, do you realize that the people that you're talking about, if the story is true, have more than likely either hurt or is going to hurt somebody, and you could have done something to prevent it? I don't know how you deal with yourself. Yeah, I'd be going to church too if I was you, buddy.
How disenfranchising that was to me, because at the time, Bernie Sanders, at the time to me, represented progress, hence the name Progressive Patriot. I always thought it wasn't radical to ask for progress, but holy shit, how mistaken. I'm going to leave the progressive there, even though I disavow them entirely, because I don't see one single progressive champion that embodies the spirit of what I want to see in this country. It's a reminder of how far I've come. And patriot, I can't say I'm a full-on patriot, but I absolutely identify far more with the ideology.
Not that white, Gina.
The embrace I get for them, vigil.
Sorry, there's nobody that white in Florida unless you're a fucking ginger. And then you're not even that white. You're just kind of sunburnt.
Prayer, community.
Don't be confused, right?
I'm going to a Bible study church group tonight at 7 p.m. There's going to be like 40 of us. I would imagine maybe it's going to be even larger. I mean, this is the difference I'm seeing, and I hate to make it so black and white, cut and dry, left versus right, good versus evil. But where are the fires? Where's the hellstorm of righteous anger that we all feel? I see the lefties online are being way more cautious, deleting their comments. These are personal friends that I have. God, my old friend from high school.
Personal friends.
You're so lucky.
So your personal friends are out there fucking trying to hurt people.
That you deleted that. I wouldn't do anything with it, but you probably thought you were just engaging in discourse. You work in the medical field, and you made it very clear where you stood on Charlie Kirk, and you defended everybody for feeling justified and celebrating his death. And
because none of them really believe what he believed, but they'll damn sure get online and talk about that dude now. But you'd never heard any of them speak the way that Charlie Kirk did. It drives me crazy when I hear these fuckers, because they're doing it for attention, man. It'd be different if they was gonna pick the torch up and actually do what the dude was doing, but they're not. They're just looking for clicks and fucking views.
Deleted it, and I know it would probably please a lot of people for me to cancel you, but this has been a very confusing time, I think, for all of us.
Yeah, he was a great man, AD. I'm not saying that. But a lot of people have used that dude's name just for clicks and views. They don't wholeheartedly believe in what the man was doing, or otherwise they'd be out there doing it, right? And there's nothing wrong with being inspired by somebody. So don't get it twisted. I'm not meaning it like that. What I mean in it is if you make 500 motherfucking Charlie Kirk videos a day and don't live that life, yeah, like Martin. Exactly, brother. Exactly.
Get a grip on your... I'm crashing out? Okay. Well, consider this for a crash out here. Crackerjack. I'm crashing out right now, okay? Fuck you and Antifa and those that think like you. If me articulating myself in any way makes you uncomfortable or you're enjoying this content, thanks for the engagement. Keep on keeping on. Stay as active as possible. Leap from the cowardice of being a rando on the internet where your name only exists as an account or an alt account with Woody Woodpecker's face. And go ahead and put yourself out there and stand on the convictions of which you believe and enjoy not the freedom of consequence, but the direct causation of what you want to spew.
Yeah, he definitely wants engagement.
Whatever. Antifa, not... If you view this as being unhinged, where I am simply going from where I was far left to where I am nowhere near far right.
They need to show up to his
supporting voter.
No, you're not.
Who is now, after 30 years of being an atheist, going to church, and I am inspired by the call to action and of Charlie Kirk's mission. I followed him very often for at least, because I don't want to embellish, 2+ years, 4+ years. I always appreciated and enjoyed watching the...
Motherfucker, you know if it was 2 or 4. This dude sounds just like Martin, AD. He really does. He tries to talk all fucking intelligent. This motherfucker probably couldn't change the spark plug in a push mower.
Debates, especially where somebody was quite good at it, and he was. And his message, this liberal mentality that he was spewing hatred, how is spreading the viewpoint of coming to Christ anything akin to hatred? Go watch the videos where he accepts gay people into Turning Point.
No, he tries to talk smart, AD. When you can always tell when somebody tries to be overly smart, you can fucking tell, right? There's street smarts and there's book smarts. And then there's those like this who's a fucking straight up follower. He don't even know what he's following. He's just got his head down following. And when the motherfucker in front of him stops too fast, he's got to get his head out of his ass because he's done stuck it all the way up in there. He follows so closely.
USA. He says we are focusing too much on gender identity and sexuality. I may not agree with the lifestyle as a Christian, but I want you to know, you as a person, we absolutely embrace and welcome you. What? Wait, Nick? When you say Nick, is it Fuentes? So I don't know enough about Nick Fuentes. I've been watching some of his stuff because obviously he's made himself quite polarizing during this time. And I don't have strong opinions. He has strong words, and strong words will attract strong attention. That's the way it goes. I think what kind of inspired me to even hit this button, Nick is a closeted. What's up, C-Fouls? Salute to C-Fouls right there. Yeah, I don't know what to say because I don't have enough context, and I will not be the fool that I see my old liberal buddies being by going off of sound clips and sound bites and making and erasing the concept of context within and of itself for the sake of their own agenda and the whole process of, look, he was one of yours. No, he was one of theirs. He was this or that. He was some op of the right. When I think that's been 100% positively debunked. I hope that we do get access to these Discord messages and groups, because if, just like the story I shared, when Antifa was literally grooming me and preparing me to, first, by making me feel more comfortable with having illegal substances in my home and building shit, like they were sending and posting schematics and blueprints to put shit together. And then what do you think comes next after, and make sure you read this literature, and that literature, we have all these books for you.
I left a post for you in your community tab. Holler at me on IG. I got a few things I want to run by you and see what you think. You may not even want to do it, but I got something I want to talk to you about. It's not important, but whenever
then
you
let's
get
all
time.
go meet up at this protest. What would be the natural expectation after that?
Bombs. He's a fucking
so
idiot.
It came to a fever pitch when there was a call, and there was another person on the line that spoke very little, so much so that I can barely remember his voice. And
look, the fact that he even did it tells you where his mind is, right? Because normal people do not think this way.
Something was supposed to go down,
his
mind and that was it. And
wind,
it just
right?
got too close.
I don't believe that.
When it was too clear that it was more about communism and infiltration of our country, I made it clear that this was too extreme for me. And boy, did they ever disappear like Batman from a rooftop with James Gordon standing at the bat signal. Disappeared. Kicked out of the groups. I didn't say anything to counter them. I didn't go after them. I just said, I'm not comfortable.
Yeah, it is.
They got nervous. The phone number was no longer.
That's my point. Normal people wouldn't even talk about that shit, right? Because they know what it is. The fact that he was letting them, and he blames them. Oh, they were grooming me. No, motherfucker. You were an adult. You knew exactly what you was doing. You wanted to feel special. You said it. Oh, they made you feel special and gave you all kinds of attention, and you was eating it up. The fact that you say this shit, you ain't as smart as you think you are.
Accessible, and I was removed from every Antifa social media group that I was a part of back in my very early 20s.
Yeah, see, he's a fucking adult.
That's the juxtaposition.
I don't really believe in being groomed when you're an adult. When you're an adult, you should know what the fuck you're doing. There is no excuse for it. Look, I did some horrendous shit when I was a kid, and I went to fucking prison for it. And deserved it. You hear me? I'm the one that pulled that motherfucker. I'm the one that fucking stood over top of a homeboy. I deserved it. Nobody groomed me to do that. It wasn't rap music. It wasn't somebody else. It was my anger that did it. Fuck that.
And I guess almost the culmination of the story in its entirety, to the best of my ability. Exactly. My memory is not what it once was. But I wanted to share how quickly and how easily a group like Antifa can and will, and they will obfuscate the facts. They teach you kind of their own counterintelligence so you can make things look a certain way that they are not to confuse the public. They have their own little cross intelligence, and it comes from the guise of like liberal college professor shit, and it's amazing. It goes from, okay, trans lives are that should have a right to exist, to Okay, if you don't agree with my sentiment about trans ideology, you're an enemy of the people. It goes literally from
Bro, I don't give a fuck if you want to go suck a grown man's dick. Do I think it's weird? Yeah, but that's your business. Just don't force it on me. That I don't have no problem with people like that. You know what I mean? I ain't into it. I'm not going to hang out with you, but I'm not going to hurt you. You know what I'm saying?
cold to boiling hot. And I recognize that. You could say, if you want to say I'm crashing out, I crashed out then when I felt as uncomfortable as I did. And they deleted themselves from my life. I could not find them for months because, to be honest, I had enough concern that I wanted to collect some data to at
Is
least
that better?
put something out to the authorities. And I, of course, who knows what they're doing or what they've done. But at the very least, I can say
Yeah, right.
I'm glad
right,
that it's
AD.
in my
I
rear
don't
view.
give a fuck.
I just registered with Turning Point USA, by the way. That's the last thing I did. I have officially registered with Turning Point. I give a very small donation, and I'm looking for the local chapter.
Bro, something tells me by the end of the week you're going to be registering with the USA, all right. Just probably not the way that you wanted to. You know, I don't believe there's a statute of limitations on bomb making in the United States.
In my vicinity. And I'm glad that the church I'm a part of had the lunch that they did when I went. First time in 30 years. Most amazing, accepting embrace that I have felt in the many years that I have been struggling with a world that I barely recognize.
No, not at all,
I know I look young.
Not at all.
Those alleged authorities are the ones doing this. Hey, what's up, Patty, by the way? The alleged, look, I watched a video of a self-described ballistics expert. I'm going to take it with a grain of salt, and it's probably going to go viral, very viral. I'm trying to focus on the calls to action, and the calls to action seem to be unity and getting educated and maybe falling back to some form of faith. That's a call to action I can stand by. And having your head on a swivel. Maybe having your hands a little shaky. Because there are some people that I have called friend who have said the most vile things that if they were around me, I would not turn my back on them, not for a fucking second. But when it comes to the FBI, Cash Patel ruined the investigation. Crowder took one for the team by releasing the information he did. It's important that he did, and I'm very eager to see what the government does with Steven Crowder, because he did pretty much for a greater good, I hope. I hope it just wasn't for clicks and views. It had to be that he was a little twisted up with sorrow, because he knew Charlie Kirk well. Their models are quite the same in terms of how they engage with their points and their ideology. And he released information from a source he had in the ATF. Now that person in the ATF has been placed on administrative leave, and Steven Crowder is now facing an indictment for that leak. So I guess we can infer, for one, obvious interference with the investigation, but apparently it's either that they wanted to bury it, which was what he said his source was fearing. What does that tell you? That tells you that the ATF was already shaky, or that at least this individual was getting maybe a vibe that they were not going to publicize this information. We can make the argument perhaps it was too soon to put any of that information out there, but it's important information, because if we didn't have at least that, the whole argument that the left would be proposing, they might be dominating that conversation, because all we'd be hearing from the media, funded by George Soros, covered, and that was spoken by J.D. Vance, somebody I would naturally not support. But the times, like the left pushed me out when I didn't want to vote for Hillary Clinton. I couldn't. I hate her and the local chapters, Debbie Wasserman Schultz, AOC, all these fuckers. When I walked away from Democrats.
The fact that he was going to vote for Bernie Sanders. Like, I really don't give a fuck who the president of the United States is, right? But they got to have our best interest at heart. I don't care, and I know a lot of people are going to say, what? I really don't care if it's a Democrat or Republican or fucking space alien. Put a monkey in the fucking White House. I don't give a fuck. But they got to have our best interest at heart. But unfortunately, it's not that way.
Democratic Party and became right-wing in my ideology and voting. They showed their true colors again and again. And so they pushed me again and again, and they've even pushed me back into faith. And the rubber band effect that I'm seeing is kind of a beautiful thing. They pushed you into faith? It's amazing.
God didn't pull you to him, right? They pushed you into faith. The way this dude talks, man, he is fucking confused. And I hate to see this. This dude's actually got a platform here on YouTube. And he attacked the motherfucker who gave it to him. Criticized him about some shit that don't even compare to the shit that this motherfucker's saying.
That the left right now, Destiny just made a fool of himself, and allegedly, and I hope it's true, he has been deplatformed on Twitch. Next is Hassan Piker. Hassan Piker has to go. If we want to feel like there's been any justice done, that little Hamas-supporting, glazing terrorist who's had at least 6 main publications, major outlet magazines, glaze his punk-ass, anti-American, fake socialist, rich motherfucking prestige or whatever, his persona, they're pushing it on us, and he's being completely fake, and now toting and gaslighting everybody, saying, I am the high-profile individual Charlie Kirk was supposed to debate in 2 weeks, and now I can't. but you can see all of the clips that are circulating, and go watch them in full context. Unlike Charlie Kirk's words, they actually show you that the apple barely fell from the tree. It's the fucking tree. Hassan Hamas Piker is someone that has openly said, go get them and off them all. And Destiny and others of his ilk have literally said, go after the family and finish the job. So this is where all of these things in such a small amount of time, it's very crazy that I decided to get back on social media after just a 4-day hiatus. And this is all of the shit that happens. But maybe it was right on time to see the kind of environment I'm really in, to understand my surroundings better, and to be inspired to go to a church after so many years, to meet the pastor of a fucking mega church. I felt so small in his presence, because the dude commands thousands and thousands of people that hung on his every word, and not in the cult kind of way, okay?
Dude, people are people. Most of them shit just like me and you, homie. I mean, there is a handful that can't wipe your ass good, like Martin. You know that motherfucker got shit stains in his drawers. Just say it. You can look at him and tell.
I just mean the dude is a presence in and of itself.
That's Martin's
and the church
son,
is massive, but I still felt very much a part of a community. It felt like being a kid in a neighborhood where I knew all my friends and neighbors, unlike this day and age with social media, where we're over. Yeah, you think so, Ethan? Come panel up. Now, Jesus, Kurt, is this what it takes for you to come to what? I haven't had any interest in talking about the little fucking country algorithm that you freaks are in, but dude, just get your place back on the back of Church's Black Bro, all right? Man, I'm sorry, that was rude. No, please, start a GoFundMe for PP's t-shirt fucking drive here, because, oh, no. Look at this. Let's all focus on this. Forget the shit I'm saying. Making shit up, you're invited to any panel on Stuck in the Middle or here. Panel up, Ethan Styles. Comment somewhere, anywhere. Email me. Is it a super V-neck? I don't know, man. Dude, I know. Let's all just focus on my motherfucking t-shirt. Jesus Christ.
This motherfucker
having conversation
got tits.
about the bigger things in this
Holy
world,
shit.
and we wonder why this country rap genre area is so stupid and laughable. So anyway, but hey, Ethan, progressivepatriot44@gmail.com. That's an open invitation to speak to me, belittle me, and show you got some balls. Show that you got some balls. No, let Captain Kurt show what he's all about, dude. It's amazing with all the important things happening in this country. Him and Upchurch glazing simps like him. I'm trying not to be disrespectful, but I just don't understand. I have shut my fucking mouth about that loser, that Adderall-addicted freak, now acting like he was the first one.
Dude, listen, just because Kurt's in your fucking chat doesn't mean... You know who else does that? Who else does that? Who else goes off like that? Yeah, big tits, for sure. This motherfucker got big tits, for sure. That's all your brain goes to. It short circuits right away, and you want to start attacking somebody who's not even talking about you. Doesn't even know you fucking exist.
I could come up with like a redneck brawl idea, only in a more chopped up and edited form. Let's do it privately and release it for maximum fucking value. And all of a sudden, like, I'm talking about shit unrelated to that madness, and it shows us a strong point of how distracted we can get with stupid petty bullshit, and try to make a quote unquote career, an entire persona of being relevant. That when real shit in the real world happens, that's the only lane you think in, and all you can talk about is my fucking V-neck t-shirt. Yeah, hey, V-neck fucking power, you silly person. I don't know, like, I don't want to be too aggressive, rude. I want to maintain a level head, because that's the path I've been on. I am praying every day and night. I pray every time that I drive home from my job. So yeah, I'm trying to take a better path, and I will not be distracted, right. Even though mission accomplished, you know. I guess little trolls enjoy.
Yeah, Granny made him go out on the porch. I don't want to hear you online talking to all your friends.
The responses they get, and I don't care if I'm also clipped up in any shape or form. Go ahead. Show me the entirety of life and by just telling on yourself and what your attention stays on.
Does this motherfucker not realize what he just said? The substance of your life is being a terrorist, bro. And you blame it on other people. You don't even take responsibility for it. You're 20s, homie.
It's sad. It's sad. Like, I'm so over Upchurch and his antics. He is a locale. He is more of a locale than I've ever seen. His downfall is sad, pitiful. And watching him, and I've been keeping my mouth shut, but his glazers are going to come in here and do what they do, and I'm just going to be provoked to say what I'm going to say, and often they don't like to hear what I got to say. So I'll stay repping my V-neck shirts that I've seen a live stream on about for a fucking eternity. V-neck, Progressive Patriot, the V-neck wearer, okay? Let's do that. Meanwhile, we'll see how unhinged you Adderall simping freaks are with your tramp stamps and your fucking, oh, Church is really, he's not as bad as he looks when we're looking right at it. You can't tell us that the sky ain't fucking blue when we're looking right at it. So enjoy your little algorithm corner soaked with madness and insanity, where the people you look up to are people like Dagburn, who went up, and I know it was a gotcha moment, he went up on Triple T's. You remember what he said? I thought you didn't want any Chomo supporters up here. What a fucking So that's your news, right?
Listen, when you watch every fucking thing that's going on with country rap, you ain't got no business talking shit, dude. Just saying. Because if it was that bad, then why in the fuck are you paying attention to everything? What the fuck? Yeah, blames and straight on it.
I'm trying to stay focused on the more important stuff. Sure, I need again, so I'll this is a part of the growth. Hey, go ahead and subscribe to Stuck in the Middle. You just type in the Stuck in the Middle show, or go to my community posts. I think Thursday night, we're going to go back on again. I'm very proud. Maybe it was a fluke. We got 23,000 views, and it always feels cringy to acknowledge a number, but that's a milestone, so it was inspiring. We had Threshing, and we're going to do it again come this Thursday. Thank you, Patty. Yeah, they lick that fucking plate, don't they? Hey, Snook, sweetheart. Oh. Yeah, it's a total onesie, Drago. I'm sure you're very interested. Jesus Christ. You guys are... Grizz is also content in and of itself, and I don't mind it whatsoever. If anything, I get inspired enough. No, I can't waste any precious actual live time, like a whole video or stream roasting random fucking names. You are a random. You are obscure, and apparently that's how your legacy will be remembered. A no-name nobody that drops some provocative comments here and there that are funny to a few, meanwhile ignoring the bigger messages and occurrences of our reality and world. Boy, what a celebration. No wonder you guys are... Tweak Squad is just doing so fantastic right now. They really got their eye on the prize, man. Go to Upchurch Fans YouTube channel or Apple Creek. Start reading those comments, because it's getting harder and harder for me to find a single positive thing about your entire cult. It's amusing. And I think I can say with some level of confidence, quote me on this if you like,
fucking
that there's
fat
at least
fuck, ain't he?
2 documentaries simultaneously.
He is a little fat fuck, ain't he? Martin, your daddy, ain't he? Look at that look right there. Martin's his daddy.
Being worked on about Upchurch and all of you Cult Squad motherfuckers. And it's time. Just like the liberals are trying to delete all of the evidence of their behavior, you're going to be in that same seat. Because fucking Cult Squad, Tweak Squad, Adderall Squad, you're just akin to the fucking maddening liberals, insane liberals that are being fired from their jobs en masse. And it's not a attack on freedom of speech. It's fucking, you have your freedom of speech, now face the consequences. Just like Upchurch is going to face the judge that will probably and hopefully give him his just desserts with a lack of representation. That lawyer stepped down real fast. Probably saw something coming that Upchurch himself is not willing to accept. And I think his little circle jerk orbiters and glazers are realizing the ship is going down, or it's down, and we just don't want to acknowledge it until we have an official press release. I don't know. To the point where he has gone full Dagburn. He's like, I'm going to box the guy that's pouring and staying relevant, and had an actual emotional reaction to somebody who was important and is continuing to have an influence on all of us. So... speech does. Oh, Joe Pond, you think you got me in a gotcha? So speech does have consequences. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. If you'd like to elaborate, you know the show, you can call in. I have been unavailable. I'm going to a group church event tonight.
Yeah, speech does have consequences. And admitting to making explosives has consequences too. Fortunately, in this country,
but if your point is somehow trying to be twisted up, my old friend, my still current friend, if you're trying to make that into a segue into Charlie Kirk being dismissed from this physical plane, you are sorely mistaken. That this is a consequence. That's mental illness responding. So it's not because he was utilizing free speech. He never threw the first stone unless words are that strong to you that you get that triggered. You remember the clip where the girl rips his cap off and it said ice on it, and he was offered to press charges? Like, oh my God, no, please don't. Because he understood. He was the moderate. He was the nice guy. All right? Some of you, I don't want to loop you in, Joe Pond. I don't want to loop you in. But people like you that are advocating that his speech in all of its forms and mostly sound bites with lack of context makes this okay, you're on a dangerous thread. A dangerous thread. So, consequence. Being stupid on the internet, celebrating someone's death, getting fired. Okay. Consequence. Speaking something that you believe and trying to persuade people, equaling being... fuck you. Being destroyed and removed from this planet, your life ended, and being stolen from your children and your wife? No, that's mental criminal. Speech has always had consequences. Always had consequences. And now I think a lot of your lot, if I may, I'm not looping you because you haven't celebrated as... I remember what you said on Side of the Middle.
How much y'all want to bet this motherfucker got a EBT card? Y'all want to bet? I guarantee you this motherfucker's on welfare.
You didn't outright celebrate his death, but you seem to be very passive about it, and, I'll leave you with that as your attempted gotcha moment in here. The abdication of what occurred as a consequence of what he said is fucking insane to me. but I know you well enough in real life to where I think I know the contents of your heart. I don't believe you even truly believe some of the shit that you have said, but you always have an opportunity to say it, and that was what Charlie Kirk fought for. Now I'm gonna have to, fuck it, I'm not changing the hashtags. Let the cracker, nope, not cracker squad. I'm a cracker, or cracker looking, cracker passing. Let the tweakers of Cold Squad see this video, and I hope they get to see where their focus is and how fucking small it is in the world we are in at present. Things are heating up, and it's time to, I hate this draw a line in the sand shit. No, man, it's carved in concrete at this point. Johnny, yeah, yep.
Bro, let me say something to you, Progressive. You are the last motherfucker I'd want watching my back if something went on. Yeah, I fucking mean that. I really do.
I just said cracker squad, so I'm a racist now. Let's get me canceled quick. Quickly, yep. So, the amount of white people, and me being white, let's go with that. This is a reaction of cancel culture going in such a wrong way where it appears they're shooting themselves in the foot. Yeah, okay, I'm racist against the majority of my family, including the Hispanics and the whites. Yep, forget my attending church and trying to find some healing or all of that. Let's just go with this and put it into, you're acting like a liberal. You're acting like a liberal. You want to twist it into something big and have a gotcha moment. Enjoy it and go to your circle jerks with it. And keep on with the blind disliking/hatred, because I accept a public figure to any degree, and I'm just a very, very small example of one. But
So this motherfucker thinks he's a public figure. Jesus fucking Christ. He's been to the school of Dagburn. I'm famous, y'all. I'm famous.
I do respect the other show. I do a great example. I'm proud of what it's accomplishing and what the future holds with some of the guests that we're going to have. And I'll be in studio at the end of this week. So yeah, Johnny Johnson, help me, just with all due respect, because I don't think you're a bad person. I just know you don't like me. Call into the Stuck in the Middle show and give me a good what for, clip this shit up or something. And please explain to me and the audience that I'm such a racist because I had what would be called a Freudian slip. And I was going to say, because there's so many options. Crack squad, cult squad, tweak squad, Adderall squad, whatever. And I said cracker. Oh God, that's it. I'm over. I'm canceled. Okay, hey, my bad, dude. I see ya in some other chats, and I just don't know where people stand. So if I'm going a little unhinged for the moment, forgive me if my head's on that proverbial swivel. I just have no trust for anybody on the internet because it's the place that it is. So forgive me if I'm going at you.
The only problem with the only problem with that is he gets the views off of it. That's the only problem with that, man. He ain't even worth a troll, to be honest with you. This video ought to be reported for bomb making threats. To be honest with you, the fact that he even said that shit, it just shows you where this kid's mind is, man.
And I'm trying to temper that volatility by practicing what I'm preaching and what Charlie Kirk
preached, what
Jesus
preached. You don't get to talk,
preached.
Snag.
I never thought I'd be talking about Jesus again and for 30
Snag,
years.
I'm not your fucking therapist, and if I'm gonna have to play one, I'm gonna get paid for it.
An atheist, man. You know what? I think I've had my fun online being live. I'm looking forward to this church group thing tonight because it's going to possibly not maybe change my life, but at the very least it'll soothe my soul and take out some of the rage I've been feeling. I've been going on like a one-man army kind of a march, kind of trying my best to understand aggressively the people I grew up with because I'm still on that boomer-ass Facebook and asking them, what did you mean by this? What are you accomplishing by this? What are you doing right now? And at the majority of the time, finding myself unfriending them because I don't want that shit in my life. WSP, you're a classy individual. Oh, what did Special Agent? Who owns this channel? Hold on. I love it. Me. Come for me. So I'm going to church tonight. AD, the fucking fraud human, the husk of an individual was in here. AD, find a soul, man. Get a soul. You called Charlie Kirk just a rich white guy, and that's why y'all called. That's the only reason y'all care. Meanwhile, he has inspired an atheist to go.
Snaggy, if you can waste $100 a day on liquor, you can send on $20. If not, fuck you.
To church, and this is my second time in a span of just a few days. So, that's it. Here's the exit.
I'm not your motherfucker.
Fuck off, Special Agent.
I'm not your goddamn therapist, homie.
Life. Jesus H. Christ. Hey guys, look, the FBI. Let's do that. Oh, Captain Kurt, are you? Because I've called you out. Is that why? Because I called you out for acting like a bishop, the old bishop of Creek Squad. You got a tramp stamp of your idol. It's like you idolize him more than you should. And I think you're really sad and jealous of Gobble, but you're getting closer to him to be closer to church. What can I say? So all hearing things you don't like makes me a loser. That's fine. Then I'd rather be that than be you, Mr. Tramp Stamp. Okay. Take care. Gonna do my thing. Alert all the authorities, please. Get them notified. Get them notified. Tell them about Crack Squad and all the documentaries coming out. Peace, love, and all that good stuff.
I'm glad you
God bless.
showed yourself just so I could ban
Fucking
your
adventure.
ass. Go on back over there with your fucking pedo supporting buddy over there. Motherfucking pedo supporting buddy. So, what do y'all think about that shit? Ain't that fucking crazy, man? Who the fuck would get on the internet and tell everybody about, what they were doing like that? Snaggy ain't got it. Snaggy broke, man. Snaggy's a fucking wino. He needs all them dollars he's got for fucking alcohol. I guarantee you, Snaggy wakes up with a fifth and goes to sleep with a fucking fifth. Flexing fucking damn, what do you call it, AD? What was he flexing? Oh, we pulling something else up. Disability. Yeah, flexing dis-a-fucking-ability. Whew. Dumb shit, man. Some of these motherfuckers are just fucking stupid, man. I wish it would go back to where I was at last night. Oh, let me see here. We'll watch this idiot.
Can't fit in those jeans? Be careful with beans.
All right, let's talk about beans, that musical fruit.
The billion-dollar hearing aid industry doesn't want people to see this. For years, hearing aids cost...
What's up, guys?
AD, do your thing, bro, because I know you know who to contact in that situation, but do your thing, homie, with that. That really does need to be looked at. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that fucking radical that would even consider hurting people and making that shit to hurt people.
Guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we are going to talk about something that I never thought I'd ever talk about, and something that I've been thinking about for a little while, and I think I'm going to make the
Say it's a diet, you fat motherfucker.
decision to fully commit to what I'm talking about. Now, what am I talking about? Well, what I'm talking about
What the fuck are you talking about, you fat motherfucker? What's up, Ram Rip?
is I'm going to quit smoking and using any sort of cannabis products or cannabis, anything cannabis in general, even CBD. And that's because of something that I have been thinking about, like being.
Well, you've been thinking that it takes money to buy that shit. Your fat ass won't work, so there's that. Look at him flexing his fucking kid's bicycle.
Being sober-minded, and it's always money. Everything comes down to money, and I don't want to keep spending money on marijuana. So that being said,
This is a durka. Do that durka. Do that durka.
start doing some research on, biblically, why I should probably quit smoking weed. And what I did was I just Googled, Bible verses against marijuana. Now, obviously, you're going to have a lot of that stuff that comes out about, like, people are going to complain about how, you're a Christian, so you shouldn't do this, smoke weed because it's a drug or whatever. Now, I understand that argument. I really do. But here's my argument back to that. Now, I'm not defending cannabis in any sort of way because I'm making a decision to quit
Right?
for a
Is that her
reason. But
poison?
that being said, things like this coffee right here that I'm drinking, you know, or the cigarettes.
The thing with this dude is he won't fucking work, right? He's just like a few other ones. And I've noticed this in this community. There's a few that expect women to pay the bill for everywhere. Imagine wanting to marry somebody just so you get half of their shit. Nothing says I'm a man more than that.
People smoke or any of that, caffeine, nicotine, it's all a drug. So, you know, I mean, we have to be careful when we attack people for doing things, because I think smoking cigarettes is disgusting, but the same person might think that smoking cannabis is.
Bro, he lost that weight because he was starved out. It ain't because he went on a weight losing diet. I promise you, he's not allowed to go in that fucking refrigerator without asking permission. That's the truth, AD.
Disgusting. So I digress. Now, I don't want to go
Very
a really
true,
long
except-
time, but I was reading something online about it, and I seen this, and I wanted to read it from here. So this.
Nothing says you're a man more than hey, you mind if I get some lunch meat and make you a sandwich? Nothing says you're a man more than that.
This is from 1 Peter chapter 5, and we're going to start in verse 6. And it says, "Humble yourselves, therefore, under the mighty hand of God, so that the proper time he may exalt you, casting all your anxieties on
I can't
him."
listen to a false preacher.
It's bad, and I will find a different way to take it other than having to smell like weed all the time. Maybe I'll use edibles or tinctures or even pills. Okay.
Martin, wasn't you just drunk crying you was going to whack yourself? You couldn't take it no more 2 weeks ago? I could have swore you was. I can't watch Martin too long. That motherfucker's an idiot, man.
Big retailers don't want you to have this zoom
Oh,
lens,
that's a
but
Martin
there's
too.
nothing they
Burger
can...
flipper. We ain't watching that. I'm sorry. I can't pay attention to that idiot.
Will the circle
Damn, Rusty doing good on here.
broken by and by, Lord, by and by? There's a better home awaiting in
The sky, Lord,
If your vision has gotten
in
worse in the
the
last
sky.
12 months, stop scrolling. This may be...
We'll get into the meat and potatoes. Rusty got a long intro. Him and Fusion about the same on that intro.
At least speaking for myself, I'm not gonna let anybody, just pick off videos here, and then have to appeal and win an appeal, and you just go through all that bullshit. And we'll just wait until he doesn't have a YouTube channel, and then we'll put everything back up, or at least that's what I'll do.
Yeah, a couple of super chats that I want to talk about. Dillon State Park After Dark hits us with a 2 bomb. Says James E. Shonk needs to be held accountable. I couldn't agree more, and I am your Huckleberry for that. I'm the man for the job.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for the 2 bomb.
Yeah, tattoo. Going to jail for stealing your fucking neighbor's internet is what he done. He stole the neighbor's fucking internet.
True Texan hits us with a
I
2
was
bomb.
drunk
Says
and
there
just
are
pulled
no
the
words.
cable.
Definitely agree with you. Thank you so much, True Texan, for your donation. And I would like to add something to what Rich was just talking about. He's actively reporting the channel and anything that I put up. Okay. And for the same reason, he's scared to death about the truth and the facts coming out. All right. This is how fearful this, I don't even want to call him a man. This is how fearful he is of who he really is. He does not want this truth out there, so he will report everything. And it's easier for me to just private the shit And as much as that battle that Rich just described, I'll just private the stuff. Everything from this point forward is going to be streamed to Rumble.
The other person is Rich Newbuck.
And if this thing goes down for any one reason or whatever, it's going to continue on Rumble. And in my spare time, I actually uploaded 2 of them to Rumble last night, the past streams. So everything that I've ever done will be posted up on Rumble. So, you know, you guys can follow me over there. It's
Right,
Rusty Truck
Info
Dude at Rumble.
Warriors.
All of the stuff that I've ever done will be posted up there, and it will be there for you to enjoy. Go back.
Look, and there's nothing wrong with working at McDonald's or Burger King or something like that, right? But that really should be a stepping stone for you to further yourself in life. But when you're 40 years old and want to play like you're some kind of master fucking chef, and you got a fat woman at home and she keeps kicking you out, you can't be that good of a cook, because we all know fat girls love to fucking eat. That's why Unc loves fat women to start with, because they'll feed your ass, if nothing else. And in Martin's case, they starve him out. But I digress.
Use, do whatever you want to do. It's there. But the reason why I have to private the stuff right now over here is because he's reporting the channel. He's afraid of who he is, to the point you can see he has no boundaries that he's willing, you know, that he's going to be constrained to. He has no confines set for himself. It's some of this stuff we're going to get into, but there's a couple people donate money. I need to get to them.
Will ever thought about being.
Or get too far off the trail here. Pit Stop 205. He hits us with a 20 bomb. He says, honestly, Johnny was more fun than this Super Creeper 100. I could not agree more. Pit Stop. Thank you for the donation, sir. You throw a lot of money our way, and I do appreciate you.
9 times 19.
Johnny can be likable at times, and this has never been to the point where it was as nasty with Johnny, right? There was always some kind of, you know, there is some dark shit that goes on in that world, you know, where he's going at his kid and some stuff like that, but we tried to keep it lighthearted. This is a much different animal that we're dealing with, and if you guys notice, I didn't want to talk about this guy anymore. Okay, I gave him 3 months plus to where I wouldn't respond to him at all. He would come by Rich's chat. He would try to make comments. He would try to engage me, saying my name over and over again, and I would not do a live about him until he crossed the line with me. And then I gave him every opportunity to not go down this path. Now, tonight, he's talking about olive branches and shit because he's back in victim mode. No, I'm going to finish what I'm going to do. When I'm done with this, everybody will have the playbook on him. You will know the absolute truth about him, and I won't need to say a word. You guys feel free to do what you want. Swing by, take a piece of him, tell him the truth. Everything that I have and everything I've ever brought you has been accompanied by someone's own words or receipts. Yeah. And I continue to do that. That's the only way I'll roll. I won't do it on hearsay. I won't do it without a receipt. So again, Pit Stop, I agree with you. Thank you for the 20 bomb, sir.
Hey, and I just posted a few times in the chat. That is the actual link to the Rumble live stream right now. You know, it's mirroring what's going on here over on Rumble. Mm-hmm. So if you guys want to get that in your copy paste, whatever, if the stream does go down, just go over there. You can finish
I'll tell you what I'll do while thank you for doing that.
Yeah.
Let me swing by over there.
I'll be right back. I'm going to grab something to drink.
Grab my own stuff. Hang on just a second. Hopefully this don't echo. All right. Thank you for your patience. I just pinned that at the top. That is the link to the Rumble. If anything happens to this, it will continue over there. Again, thank you. Goose hit us with a shit. Here we go. At the top. That's what I kind of was afraid of. That going to happen. Anyway, Goose hit us with a 20 bomb. He says, greetings. I'm late, but I'm here. Hello, Rusty and Rich. Shall we bury him with his socks? Shall we put him in a box? Shall we put him in the ground? Shall we hang him upside down? Dr. Seuss. I'd like to be done with the funky old motherfucker, to be honest with you. So, where, like I said, I'm just going to put out the facts on him. I don't need to, I do not want to engage or give him any traction to go back and forth. There's no reason to. And I'll touch on this, and I apologize for kind of getting off track a little bit. But if you notice what he does with all of his talking points are a circular argument. Okay. So he'll want to bring up things about a basement or a motorcycle, and then he invites people to go back and forth with him about them. He claims victory and then moves on to the next thing. Okay. This in his mind keeps him relevant, and he has something to talk about on his channel. This is why I have encouraged people to not engage with him, to not go to his chat, to not partake in these things, because you fuel him and you help him. And if you watch exactly what I said, look at the history of him, he will talk and argue in circles. Nothing definitive will ever have. He gets to a point that's uncomfortable. He wants to deflect and go to something else. This is everything he does. It's a huge waste of time, and all you do is benefit him when you do it. With that said, old folks had hit us with a 2-bomb. He says, thank you very much for everything you do. Thank you, old folks. I appreciate all the support that I get. There's 244 people in here. You guys are awesome. For a channel that is the size of this one, you guys turn out, and it's
I think it's
pretty
awesome,
amazing
dude.
what you guys do.
I
Thank
really
you so
do.
much, old folks.
Because let me tell you something. If anybody deserves to get fucking support in this community, it's this motherfucking man right here. Rusty deserves the shit. What's up, BC?
All right, I'm going to go down to the bottom of these comments, try to catch up with this. Here's Mr. Fusion hitting us with a 10-bomb. He says, do not share this with Rich. LO, stay on people's neck. He needs a serious mental evaluation. He is getting into his inner square now. Did I mention not to share with Rich? Rich will get no part of it, Mr. Fusion, and I agree with you, but I think it's better that if everybody can, if you want a piece of this dude, I'm giving you everything you need to take a piece of it. He cannot defend this shit.
I never got that phone call, buddy. I think you might have changed your number, so fucking text me.
Warning now. If you get a piece of the old motherfucker he's talking about, you're liable to leave with a little more than you came with.
I don't blame you, Fusion. I wouldn't give him your new number either. Anywho, thank you, Mr. Fusion, for the 10-bomb. I appreciate your support, sir. I'm going to try to welcome some people in, and not to drag this on too long.
Well,
but,
we appreciate you, Code.
It's a very dynamic environment we're in with this stuff.
I will be honest with you. I'm not nothing. Now, I know what the fuck's went on and all that shit, and I see through a lot of these motherfuckers. Unc just calls it like he sees it. If you're a piece of shit and you up to sneaky shit, I will scream it from the fucking rooftops. But I don't have a lot of time to do investigations and put together fucking shows and shit like that. Rusty stays on top of his shit. And Rich does too. There's quite a few of them. I'll tell you another good one is, if you want to laugh, Code, go watch a little Leg Day. Leg Day Trucking. Or Last Leg Trucking. He's pretty fucking funny. But now he fucks with Martin hard.
So, Angela Fender, welcome in. Welcome in, Possum Holler. Now, trying to grab your comment, Patrick.
Hold on, I'm gonna
how are you
skip
doing,
to where
Patrick
they
Patterson?
get going.
Playing with RC cars. And it turns out that Fred Swartz, allegedly there in Burlington, Kentucky, made advances on adult advances
Right,
on a
tattoo too
14-year-old
old
boy.
to give a fuck.
And the boy, of course, went home, told his mom right away. And unfortunately,
How Chuck Norris roundhouse kicks aging.
Getting old is for the weak. Let me tell you a
Fuck
little bit
you,
about
Chuck.
myself. Some of you know
about that.
his mom's a single mother, and she's very overweight, not very attractive, and she's well aware of that. And her kind of being starved for attention.
Yeah, Rich is solid as fuck for sure.
Power Stroke's dad sort of took advantage
Hey,
And, 'cause
Tex,
he
will
kinda
you
likes
drop
them big girls.
Leg Day's link,
And,
sir?
he had sex with her like years ago, and he had a nude picture of her. So
Right,
he started
throwback.
this intimidation campaign to keep the boy from going to the police and making a report on Fred for trying to inappropriately touch him. And so, needless to say, the boy refused to cooperate with authorities, but all the neighbors know about it. And I guess there's even like a dedicated.
Who fucking makes up stories like this? I mean, how fucked up and sick do you have to be to make up shit like this? This is all shit that fucking Dick Nose is made up. And if y'all don't know who Dick Nose is, you're better off for it.
Facebook page talking about these allegations. There's a dedicated website talking about these, and it's definitely the same power stroke that we know. It's got his pictures all over it. It's got his vehicle, pictures of his house, everything. Stay tuned, man. When the time comes, I'll link those pages for you. And you can see for yourself, man. It's one of those things, I guess, some people, if you got, you just never know what people can uncover.
Oh, yeah.
about you,
No,
you
he's
know?
definitely projecting.
And unfortunately,
I'm willing to bet that this motherfucker got victims. Yeah, tattoo. I'm willing to bet that this motherfucker's got victims.
seems like Freddie Schwartz of Burlington, Kentucky, has got a thing for young boys, allegedly, for sure.
All right, so this is the you heard that.
Allegedly for sure.
Allegedly for sure, right?
And
so this is
the same motherfucker that got caught in the park getting stroked in his asshole, like it was the fucking 19th hole.
Is his first attempt at foreshadowing the shit that he just put out
from here
yesterday. Okay, this was the first he come up with this stuff. I'm assuming on the fly in his live, and he put this out and was kind of just concocting this story as he went. And right, and rolling with this, throwing it out there, reckless as fuck.
A lot of wild
to
shit,
sit there. Now this
DC.
guy will sit and say that people have called him a pedo and said all these things about him. Okay, and yet he will sit there and do this shit and then claim the fucking victim. So I want to make sure that I encapsulate this. Okay,
From here up.
and it will become
Hey,
painfully
Rich, drop Leg Day's
obvious
channel,
why.
please, sir.
This is the first iteration of him doing this before he invented his Burlington sex offender registry,
Rich has probably
where
got
he's
it.
openly admitted that he's going to insert my son into for the sole purpose of ruining his reputation. Okay? He's going to put
Leg Day's channel.
my son on a fake registry that he creates for the purpose of ruining his reputation.
It's a gift to the community of Burlington, though.
Okay? He's overtly stated this is what he's going to do. And he thinks that he's safe because it is a conditional threat. Okay? He thinks that he has some outs on this. So I just want to, again, I'm sure you guys listen to this and you've heard it. And I just need to encapsulate it. I need to make sure that it's here.
Yeah,
I have everything in its full
Jack
context. I have all of it. I want to make sure that everyone here sees it. There's 280 some people in here. I want to make sure that you all hear this and see where we're going with this and watch as we progress into the next iteration of this. This was the first one where he foreshadows, basically letting you know that he intended to build a Facebook web page. He intended to concoct this story and then try to, make it seem like it was real. Did this and then turned around and did this very next thing that we're going to listen to. There's Mr. Mike 12 Point. He says, cool story, Jim, but what about that time you got caught sucking a dick? It sounded to me like he was sucking a dick with his asshole. That's just from the report that I read. So, I mean, that's my interpretation of it. Not factual, my interpretation of it. So
That's the way the song interpreted it, too, I think.
don't ruin the song, my man. Don't ruin the song.
Oh, there's no way you can ruin that bad boy.
Anyway, Inside Corner says PBR propaganda, which he already had spelled all out, premeditated his own crimes to a huge platform, YouTube. IQ below a 2, I'd say. He is definitely a lot dumber than I fucking thought. So this is crazy. I mean, and again, we place like the expectations placed upon him are those of a normally adjusted person, right? You think that he has all the same faculties that you do and the reasoning abilities that you do. We clearly see, as this title of this live is, his mental illness is showing big time.
Yeah.
With that, we'll get into this next little slide of this.
And his dad, we all know. I mean, we've seen
What's up,
him for an
motivator?
entire year have younger boys swarming around him. So, you know, it's not hard to believe. It's not a stretch. I tell you, it energized me when I opened an email the other day that gave me the confirmation that I suspected, which is the Rodney family legal team is watching you. And there's a good chance your boy's going to get penciled in, along with the other suit that's being filed against him, by the way. But I'm fairly confident that's the direction it's going to go now. And I just feel great about it. And, you know, grandfather Rodney thanked me for standing up for them when nobody else would. Now, in addition to you, your dad, I want you to listen to me, Power Stroke. This is legit shit. I'm talking to you real stuff right now. The Rodney family and their...
This motherfucker ain't took a legit shit since 1979. Since the first time he got packed in his ass. Oh, nasty bastard.
Legal team have been watching your dad. And they're not pressed, to say the least. But you just take that information and you do with it what you want. But I wouldn't be fucking around with that if I was you.
All right, so we can see that he is, again, in super desperation mode here, to the point where he's putting this is all in the last week.
On it, BC.
I added that little tidbit in there because this shows the desperation that he needs to dissipate the truth that's coming out on him. Now, according to this reliable source, right, a dude that's overtly fucking openly lying, making up stories, arguably the biggest fucking liar on YouTube. Okay, I think we could make that argument. All right, according to him, the Rodney family legal team is watching me. Okay, and he's speaking to my son. Okay, the Rodney, let's think about this. The Rodney family legal team is watching me. I don't do any Kylie Rodney content. I don't talk about it. I'm not involved in it at all. Why in the fuck would they be wasting their time watching me? The truth of the matter is they're not. But this old perverted motherfucker is doing anything he can to try to scare people from fucking exposing the truth about him. He hates himself to the point he can't even look in the fucking mirror, like Rich said earlier. Put a mirror in front of this motherfucker and he is disgusted by it. By the way he's lived his life, the truth of what his life is, and the way that it's told in the courts, in his bankruptcy paperwork. Look at the criminal history on this dude. Look at all the shit that he's done, man. The domestic violences, the fucking disorderly conducts, all the stuff that he's been arrested for because of the poor impulse control that this dude has in the way he lives his life. You show him those things, he rejects them, calls them slander. They're all the truth. And speaking of this, I'll touch on it again later. This imaginary boundary that he's put on all of us, this confines of YouTube shit, he's spoken about all these things in YouTube videos. He's addressed them.
Avoid these three foods like the plague.
Whole milk or almond milk?
Neither.
What milk do you guys like to drink?
We drink oat milk because it...
Originally, now the reason he's going to say that, again, I'm probably ahead of myself on this, but he's going to say that he never brought any of this stuff up on YouTube. The things where Damn Yankee came on that panel and she dispelled the lies that he told. Okay? She dispelled those lies. This was all things that he brought up first. So if we were to play the game by his imaginary confines of YouTube rules.
Yeah. Tattoo, that's because I'm connected to 12 Points algorithm. And you know, he's the manager for the midget wrestling. He doesn't tell anybody anymore, but he's got several midgets hid under his bed.
He brought all this
Mike
shit
got a
into
thing
play.
for the midgets.
But of course, he'll never say that. But I'll illustrate it to you later.
And so here's my Israeli
It's last
style
leg
warning.
trucking. Rich is coming in a minute. He'll drop it.
Feckless punks that do exactly what I accused you of. Go outside of YouTube, mess in people's personal lives on behalf of Ryan Upchurch.
Never.
You have no reason to be attacking me on this level. New Cuck has no reason to be attacking me on this level.
Hey, will you stop real quick?
You can't just.
I'm sick of him saying that. He forgets calling my mother a whore. He forgets our first interactions. He doesn't remember who and what he said.
Now, I'm not going to lie one bit. When Leg Day got involved with PBR, I just kind of backed up because I didn't want to go back and forth with the old motherfucker no more. When Rusty and them got involved with it, I was like, this dude's fixing to get exactly what the fuck he deserves. And I loved every minute of it. I laughed my fucking ass off. I enjoyed the shit out of it. I'm not gonna lie. That old man deserved it. He terrorized some fucking dude up there by where he lives at. That's not all there mentally. And let me tell you, people that do shit like that are fucked up. They're pussies to start with, but they want to try to scare everybody else because they get off on it. I thought it was fucking hilarious when they did it back to me. He couldn't fucking stand it. Yeah, he's a mean, weird, creepy Riri.
And again,
Exactly,
it's because
Stacey.
he doesn't remember. I mean, it's just his general demeanor to fucking attack somebody that has an opinion that's different than his. So I was a subscriber of his and actually watched his stuff. And I was kind of intrigued by the old school computing shit because
Mike about that.
I was into that shit at the same time. And, you know, it was two different situations. I actually went on this man's panel one time and apologized to him because I thought he was bullshitting about this.
Yeah, BC, you fucking doxed my work. All kinds of weird shit. I can't confirm he's the one that called, but I know he doxed my fucking work. Which it didn't fucking matter. I mean, like I told him, you couldn't get me fucking fired.
I even went on the guy's panel and
he thought he was going to scare somebody.
Hey, my bad, you know. Fucking, yeah, you proved me wrong. Well, I mean, it wasn't like a live feed, but, you know, it was it was there. But again, you know, he doesn't remember the things that he's done to all these people. People generally don't attack you unprovoked. I mean, I guess that's just the whole agenda of what he wants to talk about, Ryan. Or whatever. But again, I've been called every gay slur that there is. My mother was a whore. Fucking, I'm trying to remember, you know, just whatever. The typical, add the typical rest of them. You know, I don't know if he ever called me. I don't think he ever called me a pedo. But just the whole, you live with your mom in the basement, you know, boyfriend's coming home, blah, 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 insert whatever. But yeah, you know, whatever. So yeah, that's not going to work with me. You're not going to sit there and say that you came after me unprovoked. I mean, I've got more, whatever. It is what it is.
In the past, if we were done, in the past 2 weeks, he has made a mention in an inference that you were somehow interested in a 12-year-old granddaughter to somehow get for yourself.
That's right. Okay. So I guess
as if that wasn't disgusting enough. And to kind of close out that point, he is more than readily willing to omit the fact that he was talking about contacting my son's employer.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And made threats of it openly, did this to multiple people. You know, he wants to just, oh, I made a respectful No, you were threatening people's jobs, threatening to contact people's employers. You did all this shit, but you admit it now. We've got all the fucking videos. Nobody's interested in playing this circular fucking game of bullshit with you.
Well,
the
see,
truth
this
is the
what's so
truth.
good, right? I mean, when you after you put this
Right,
out, and some
there's
people
some
struggle
fucking
with why
creatures
does
on
all
this
this need to come
motherfucker.
out?
And it's free.
Well, when it comes out, you'll see what's real, and you'll see that every single fucking thing that he has said is a lie. So you don't have to play the circular game anymore. Once you know it's a lie, you just fucking ignore it. And like I said, I think when this is all said and done, he won't have a YouTube channel anyway. So, I mean, whatever.
Okay. But, you know, as the point I was making, he omits the things that he did. And Inside Corners, he says, absolutely correct, Rusty. He's a sociopath, pathological liar that intensifies crossed boundaries and is getting very dangerous.
Yeah, they were coming to arrest me. I just needed to go down there and turn myself in.
We've seen recently
I'm
what
still
people
on
are
the run,
capable
Rich.
of doing. Like
Fuck.
this. You know, I mean, he's trying to put people in danger. This is what he's inferring. This is what his intentions are. He spelled them out. He showed you that he was nice enough to show you the steps that he took to do so.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, yeah. And again, we're not victims by any stretch of the imagination. People can definitely handle and protect themselves in this world. But what this dude is doing is, you know, this goes beyond any of this bullshit. Now, and again, I just want to make sure everybody understands I've done nothing but tell the truth about this guy. I gave you the truth, the facts, the paperwork, things that he's convicted of in a courtroom. This is the response that he goes to. And yet this guy tries to claim some kind of moral high ground, which is beyond fucking laughable.
Mr. One-Upper.
You know, beyond laughable. I mean, he is the biggest liar on YouTube, and right now the biggest scumbag on YouTube. I mean, if you can't see how you're actively pushing people away that once supported you by partaking in this scumbag, dirty, low down shit that nobody can justify. Nobody. I mean, you have to make some serious fucking concessions to see this shit and think it's okay. But hey, we're going to see how that works out for you. Honey Badger says, I don't understand how people like Bridget plus others really think he's done nothing wrong. They're willfully ignorant. It's trying to get into their heads is a waste of time. Damn Yankee says, you're doing a community service to open eyes before anyone else gets sucked down the rabbit hole. I appreciate that, Damn Yankee. Yes, I want everybody to have the playbook on this motherfucker. I want everybody to know the truth about him. Now, if you look at this, the other communities that he's interacted with, he's told the same lies in other communities like 15 years ago. 7 businesses and all this other bullshit. It was covered in the stuff. I posted that live to Rumble last night where Kenneth Dennis was interacting with this dude, and it was much of the same stuff. It's just being repeated years later. G3 Mini hits us with a 2-bomb. She says, hello, beautiful people. F-U PBR, you suck. You sick fuck. Thank you, G3 Mini, and I could not agree more. Twisted 10 made a comment saying to go ahead. You're doing a good job, Jim. Fuck you, Twisted 10. Again, these people, look, anybody that's seen co-signing this, I've screenshotted your fucking comments. We all know who you are. Okay. We know who you are. We know what you're doing. You live with it. You do what you're going to do. Let's see how this pans out for this old bastard. I'm going to get back to this.
Justify it. It's just downright meanness is what it is. And I have yet to respond in kind. And I'm going to shoot one across the bow right now. And I'm just going to let you know that that's it. I'm drawing the line today.
Motherfucker, the only thing you ever shot was a load in your ass. You nasty bastard. And it's a stern for you, bitch. You don't know nothing about the bow.
Into my personal business with a single syllable.
A single syllable.
After this video has been posted. And this is what's going to happen to your boy. In much the same way, I wrote all of this PHP and HTML myself. put it on my own web server, and served it to the world myself. I am going to make Burlington, Kentucky a very well-written, well, I've already started it actually, sex offender registry. It will have an input form where people can actually...
Want to know why they don't sell this little green laser at the shooting range?
Because it's more funner to fucking shoot at people. That's why.
If you had it,
go and put their own information in. There'll be input forms. You can just do any of that stuff that you want to do, right? It's
all right. Couple stopping points here. Tennessee Tiger King hits us with a 10 bomb. Makes a profound statement. You in the park, Peter Puffer.
Peter.
That's pretty damn obvious. That's what the paperwork said. Thank you, Tennessee Tiger King. That point that he just said about his make-believe sex offender registry with input forms.
Yeah.
So basically, he's encouraging other people to partake in this and wrongfully put people on this sex offender registry.
Yeah, if you don't like them, just add them, right?
Yeah, and because that's reasonable and rational to him.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't, I mean, you think about, like, take that in the context of it. This shows you inside this motherfucker's mind, this is reasonable and rational to him. Okay? For other people to be able to add people they don't like to his make-believe sex offender registry.
It's a gift to the community, Rusty.
I heard the words. I heard the words that were said, yes.
The community.
It's a gift. But again, I just wanted to point that out. This is how profound, how profoundly fucking disconnected with reality this dude is. There you go. That's it in a nutshell.
And it will be as professional as this. And that sex offender registry list I'm going to make as a gift for the Burlington, Kentucky community. We'll have every sex offender in that county listed with name, birth date. And it's so cool because with the MySQL databases, you can just do a data dump, and damn if the courthouse doesn't give you those data dumps to use. So I won't even have to spend that much time typing it in by hand. I can data dump and get most of it. But this gift I'm going to give to the community of Burlington is...
Bro, this motherfucker's got the gift that just keeps on giving and taking. I mean, you know, you have to take ATZ and some fucking insure every day and shit like that. But fuck, he's got the gift that just keeps right on giving.
It's going to be a sex offender
And
registry,
that's a fact.
and it will the sex offender registry that I'm going to give them as a gift will have every sex offender in that county listed with their name, birth date, photo, mugshot, last known registered address, and case number, with links back to the case number. Okay? And I think I'm going to do it in alphabetical order. And somewhere between the R and T, there's going to be a Schwartz. But looks just like your fucking kid and has the same name as your fucking kid. There'll be a picture of his house, picture of him, address, and then we'll just have somewhere on there alleged. But when people see that, they're not going to pay any attention to the alleged because all the other sex offenders will be real. But your kid will just be living somewhere in there in the middle, and he's going to have a hell of a time explaining that and walking that back. And I want to tell you something, motherfucker. When I put this website up, it's never coming down.
Ooh.
Ever.
Ooh.
It will stay there forever.
Ooh.
So, I'm telling you now, when I'm done making that very professionally done, MySQL driven, PHP written, sex offender registry list as a gift for the community of Burlington, I'm going to embed that motherfucker in every Facebook
Stargazer,
group
I don't know, but I'd want to. I'd be. I've said this from the beginning.
Any way, shape.
I've said this from the beginning. I bet this old motherfucker's got victims. I mean, come on now. Who gets caught sticking it in their ass in the fucking state park? Like, for real, that's what he went to jail for. If you don't know who he is. And then, never mind. You'll see it. Eventually, you'll see it.
I promise you, because of the hits that fucker gets, it'll rise right to the top in the search hierarchy. You watch. So there's your warning shot. That's me telling you what's going to happen if your dad slanders me another syllable.
Yeah, no, we not bullshitting
Because
about that.
I don't deserve it. I didn't do anything to deserve it. I called out you and Upchurch for slandering innocent people in a respectful way, saying, hey, you're going to get sued. And he is getting sued, isn't he? But I promise you, when I make this fucker, it's going to be effective. And just like the sex offender that'll be right above you with a mugshot, address, link back to case number, all that. See, you can legally post those addresses and case numbers. You're going to be sitting right there with your face, your address, picture your fucking house. And I promise you, I want you to listen to me. I swear to God, that is going to be my response.
Oh, he definitely went to jail for this, Justin Smith. He definitely went to jail for this.
But if I get one more smidgen,
he was scared
of
too.
Slander,
that motherfucker ran and tried to hide for days and days and days.
I'm going to fucking just destroy you outside of YouTube, in your personal life, in a way you can't undo. Because propaganda doesn't have to be proved, it just has to be seen.
I'm sorry, but
and as your neighbors, as every Burlington Facebook group that can be found is scrolling through my free gift to them, a really awesome sex offender registry list, letting people know where all the sex offenders live, complete with Google Map and pins and all that, is going to be you. You try me, motherfuckers. Try me. I dare you to try me.
Right, rip it. It does.
I'm trying you. Go live. Make it fucking live right now. I'm trying you. So I need you to do that. Because there's nothing that's going to shut me up. And you do not understand the difference between the truth and slander. Again, everything I've ever said about you has a receipt with it. With that, Mr. John Doe hits us with a 5 bomb. He says, I'm truly amazed that anyone is this dumb. He just snitched on himself. I share that sentiment, John Doe.
What he was trying to do, let me give some of you some context to this that don't know. What he was trying to do was he was trying to silence Rich and Rusty. I tried to say both their names fucking together like a damn dumbass. But anyways, he was trying to silence both of them to keep from putting out the paperwork on him. Which, yes, he was actually charged with a sex crime. It wasn't like, it was bad. I mean, who the fuck gets fucked in their ass in the state park out for the whole world to see? I mean, come on, man. and claiming that you own all these properties and you got all these houses and you're having to go fucking the damn bushes at the state park. You getting roto-rooted. I mean, what the fuck?
Absolutely. I was, again, I think this is what Unhinged looks like. Clearly, the impulse control that this dude lacks is evident right here. And
I wonder
the only thing that this can be tied to.
I wonder if John Westlake said, "Squeal like a pig for me,"
is that he's so afraid about me releasing his bankruptcy paperwork and his financials and other things that I haven't even discussed yet. He's so worried about the truth. He fears the fucking truth. And this is the only thing he can think of to come up with to combat what he's actually done in his life. So,
and just as a reminder, I mean, how long was it he disappeared?
90 days.
Did you say any? Did you have any lives about him or anything?
Didn't do anything. As a matter of fact, we came.
How Chuck Norris roundhouse kicks aging.
Getting old is for the weak. Let me tell you a little bit about myself. Some of you know this story, some of you think you do. I grew up in a small town in Oklahoma. My father was a mechanic and he fought in World War II. We moved around a lot. I was quiet, shy, not strong, not confident. I didn't have much direction until I joined the Air Force. That's where everything changed.
Came to an agreement. At least I offered him the agreement. And it was, he went and he cried that he was a victim.
Same one.
And I gave him.
Same creepy motherfucker. He also had a tattoo of Braille put on his back. It said, "Harder, John, harder."
Him out at that point. And I held up to it. The minute he got back from his little suspension or vacation or whatever the fuck he wants to call it, he started calling my name. And I ignored him.
He didn't even know I had was making content, but he was in my chat.
The first time he came and did that was in your chat.
Yeah. Yeah. And it wasn't a fake one. It was the real him.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely him. Checked it back to his channel, all of it. And there's a lot of stuff there, man, that this guy, and to kind of preclude what we were seeing, right? So before the paperwork on the park came out, I'm going to show you a few comments that he made over in AD's chat. Okay. I want to kind of break these out for you. I want you to see what he was doing. Now he knew what he was doing immediately. This was before I ever put the paperwork out. This is before I ever had that live. This was that night in AD's chat. Okay. I'm going to give you these. Went ahead. These are recorded in real time and screenshotted. So there will be no discrepancy as to how they went down. Here's the first one. He says, "No, it's true. Wait till you see. We have the boy for an interview. He's 18 now." He says, "Wait till you see the papers I found on Frederick Swartz, Burlington, Kentucky. Tried to touch an 11-year-old boy, him and dad both." Now you can see he purposely misspelled the last name on this. Okay. That was at 6:22 p.m. At 6:25 p.m., he puts in, "Fred Swartz was investigated for touching an 11-year-old boy when he was 19. I have the court papers. The 11-year alleged it happened 3 times." Okay. These are all comments that he was putting out prior to that live named at Dillon State Park. Yep. He knew what was coming.
Yeah.
And he was fabricating things then.
Mm-hmm. God, what a fucking idiot.
This goes and shows you exactly how much this dude fears that mirror that we're putting in his face. He fears it. He cannot stand to look at himself and what he's done. So, again, he's talking about having case numbers, tie back, and all that stuff. He has to invent those case numbers. Because this shit, he's already told you that this stuff is not true. But he's willingly going to put my son on a registry that he created and purposely mix it with real offenders for the sole purpose of destroying his reputation and creating a situation that, in his words, he will have to fight for the rest of his life. This is what he's told everyone.
And it ain't ever coming down.
Dan Redbeard, he remembers this. So remember when Rusty Truck threatened to interview his former male lover, PBR shut up for a good month. He was very, very defensive about that. He now claims that that individual does not exist. But that's a topic for another show.
But he does exist.
There's a good possibility we're going to.
And when I said PBR's name, that motherfucker took off. He got ghostly white and took off running.
To get into that. So again, he doesn't want to talk about it, and I think we just hit 302 viewers. That is that's a record. That's a record for us.
Ding, ding, ding.
Ding, 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 for real. Wow. Thank you, guys. He's going to wake in the morning and see this live and try to get ahead of the narrative. He's awake right now watching. He's not sleeping. He's watching it right now. So, there you go.
Hi, PB.
Be nice, Rich.
That was my best, KCD.
So I wanted to let that play, and I apologize for letting these play through, but I want to make sure that nothing's lost in translation or broken up on these. I want to make sure that everything here is encapsulated. I have the videos, the links, all of it in its full context of where he's done this stuff. But I want to make sure that, you guys see this. I want to make sure that there's plenty of witnesses to what's going on and what he's trying to do. So.
That's a badass old truck right there with 255, 70, 22.5s on it with them eye color rims.
Now, Crack Squad scum. This is what you call a fair warning. And it's the only one you're getting. One syllable, Rusty, and watch this website appear in your son's life. Okay, to show you that I'm not kidding around, as you can see, we registered the domain. We scooted it over to my server. We went ahead, built the registry for it, went ahead, built the database for it.
Who the fuck takes this kind of time out of their day?
Went ahead and applied it into the database, set up the MySQL dump. There's files being uploaded to the server.
I forgot that comment was
There
up there.
is the actual city data page. You got your Google map, sets in the middle. You can zoom in and out on them. And that will just be a matter of an insert when I'm ready. And as you can see, here are all the registered offenders, but with no photo. Okay. Mine, let's see what mine's going to look like. Let's just go ahead and see what your fate's going to be. Here's the one I made. It's set in live in a subdomain in my server. It will fully resolve to Burlington-sex-offender-registry.com when I am done. Okay? And that Google map you just looked at, as soon as it goes live on
101,
domain
baby.
name, that's going to appear right here in this box. You should be able to zoom in and out on it. And I'm going to add your fucking house to it. And you're going to look just like these guys. Right in the middle, and I'll just go ahead and put them all on here. There's 39 registered offenders in your area. You're going to make 40. So if you think it's fun for your dad to continue to slander me because I told Ruth about what you did, what's up, church? The truth, a factual thing that you did not 20 years ago, right? But now. And because I told the truth about it, you and your scumbags and your sleazy dad think you can go outside of YouTube into my private life and there's not going to be any consequences for you for that? I'm done. My patience is done. Okay?
What's
Drawing
up,
the
Dan?
line right here today. You let your dad, a rich Newbuck, or Wade Deaver
I call him Dicker.
make
He's
any
not a
video
skipper.
associated
He's a
with
dicker.
anything to do with my life outside of a YouTube video I've posted, and little Schwartzy, I promise you this. I want you to hear me. I swear to God, this page will be live under the URL Burlington.
Appreciate you coming in, Creo.
Sex Offender Registry.com. It will be running on my servers, and it will have a list of every registered sex offender in that area, including you. And I will not ever take it down. It will never be taken down. And I will embed this son of... you wait till I'm done with this. This is 10 minutes it took me. You wait till I start tweaking it and purdying it up and everything. And I'm going to embed it every goddamn where I can.
If you're struggling with any of these sluggish thyroid symptoms, like getting out of bed in the morning, thinning hair,
And I'm never going to stop. Do you understand me?
You understand,
So right
man.
now is the day that your daddy gets to decide something. Is slandering me for fun and giggles worth your reputation being absolutely motherfucking wrecked in your hometown? Because once the allegation and the propaganda is out there, it's hard to reel it back in. You got to prove you're innocent. Nobody has to prove you're guilty on the internet. The way the internet works, someone makes an allegation, you're guilty, and you got to prove your innocence. And you'll be exhausted doing that. You understand me? I'm not playing around anymore.
He's damn sure looking for the lost signal.
The line got drawn. And if your daddy crosses it, as many people as I can put this website in hands with your picture, your name, your address, your house popping up on the Google map graph, that's going to be a reality for you.
Hey, let me ask you something. What do you think this motherfucker would do if somebody just actually really pulled up and busted him right in his fucking shit?
You understand?
That's what he deserved.
Not
He
playing.
deserved to have his ass stomped.
No more.
Not playing no more.
You guys went way the fuck over the line. Way the fuck over the line. Wade Deaver has no reason to no reason to be going after me. Your father has no reason to be going after me like this. Rich Newbuck has no reason to be going after me like this. Can't none of you say I did anything to you. Can you? And there's enough people watching that know exactly what went down. Ain't nobody gonna feel sorry for you. But I promise you, I will dedicate an hour a day to wrecking your reputation right where you live up until the day they put me 6 foot in the ground. If I hear one syllable.
One syllable.
Or
One
anything to do with me
syllable.
outside of a YouTube video I posted. From anybody in your circle jerk of people. You hear me? So all you fuckheads out there like a little power strokey boy, he will be known as a registered sex offender in his hometown if this does not stop today. I've had enough. I'm ready to play at your level. So you fucking shitbags, bring it. Let's see what you got.
So, I mean, you have to let him get all that out. Let him spell the plot out for you, tell you what his intent is, what he's planning on doing, exactly what he intends to do. and he thinks that he is safe because there is a condition in front of it. People that are clearly smarter than him see the problem with that.
Yeah.
With what he's doing. And that's why, you know, like I said, the financials are coming. I may have to do them exclusively on Rumble to keep it from getting taken down. But there is absolutely nothing this dude can say or fucking do that's going to stop that from happening. He can make all these threats and do all the things that he wants. That information is public record. And here's my justification for putting it out. He's put himself out there as a business owner.
Yeah, there is a lot of fucking
someone
creeps,
who's
man.
fiscally responsible, someone who has retirement plans. He's lied to every single person on here. And people deserve to know the truth. And think about what you're doing to try to keep me from telling the truth about you. All that stuff is public record. You're the one that mismanaged your finances. You're the one that decided to go play with dudes in the park. You're the one that did these things. And now you are willing to step some serious fucking boundaries to keep people from talking about it. You're not a protected class. That information is not protected. You're a shitbag, and there's a reason why the information exists for people to find. It's a report card of how you live your life.
Oh,
now your
fucking,
grades are in, and you got 300 people here looking at them. So I'll try you. I am your Huckleberry, sir. Do it. Do it. I triple fucking dare you to do it. We'll see how it pans out for you.
So does the website have all the dashes in it, or does it not?
Either way, I'm gonna put something out to you. Guys, in case you do not know, do not click on any of his fucking websites. Okay? This dude will grab your fucking IP and do this dirty shit. Okay? This
He'll
is
grab
how
you
he
where you
originally
pee,
was
too.
able to dox my kid. He went through and grabbed his IP address.
He'll grab you where you pee, too, as well.
So, again, there is a list of fucking crimes this dude's guilty of. So, just as a fair warning for people that are not technically savvy at all, anything that he's hosting on his closet server over there, don't fucking click on it. You know, whatever you want to do, use a double VPN at the very fucking least, some kind of rerouting if you want to check it out. But do not click on it without some kind of protection, because you're giving him access to your IP address.
Don't get anywhere around PBR without some kind of fucking protection. He got that funky monkey.
Yeah, public records are just that, public records.
That's a fact.
And for sure, he is a shitbag. And I mean, he doesn't even see what he's making himself look like right now. There you go. There is a link to ExpressVPN, or is that what it is?
Yeah.
There you go. Little Mama Payday's got the hookup.
Express is like $69. The best deal I've seen lately, if you guys are looking to get a VPN, Nord is.
He did threaten to come down here and post flyers all over my hometown calling me a fucking pedophile and all kinds of shit, but he never did it.
Doing
which
their
was
best
a good
package
thing
for $55 for the whole year, which is a great deal.
He was going to slap me so
VPNs are
hard
gonna
my
be around
eyes
120
vibrated.
a year, 130 a year. That's a great. I don't know. I just re-went with Nord. Well, I've got two, but with Nord, that was a deal that I got within the last 30 days. So it may still be out there, which it's a great deal. And there's a lot of customization to it, and it's easy to use for people. You can be as advanced as you want, or just click a button.
Yep.
And the cool thing now, you can, if you buy it, you can use the same one on your phone, on your, if you watch on your TV, if you, laptops, iPads, computers, you can use it on all your devices.
Yes, this live is sponsored by NordVPN.
Don't we wish?
Yeah, we're going to get back to this. So I got a little bit more, about 12 more minutes of this thing I got to get through, but I want to make sure that I encapsulate all these, let everybody hear them. Do not want any of this stuff to go away or, be denied. I don't want any misnomers or bullshit about it, as he likes to do.
Good morning there, sugar pie. Well, thought I'd
Yeah, JP, the shit was sick, dude.
take you on a journey.
It really was.
And what you're looking at here is a little platform called Web Admin. And
what it boiled down to is old Dick Nose fired the first shot. See, he's used to beating up on people. It ain't all there up in the mine, like that fucking Kenneth C. Dennis dude. When he fucked with Rusty, he bit off more than he could chew. Rusty slapped his ass around like he was a little mentally retarded boy, and he just could not fucking take it. Yes, ma'am. Certainly has. He's taking the trash out.
Now, it runs on the backside of an Apache web server, a LAMP server, if you will. Linux, Apache, MySQL, ProFTP. And you see, back in the day...
Thank you, Jack Rabbit.
I wasn't no world champion.
You're doing manifestation wrong. I see so many people getting this wrong. They try and change their life. They try and manifest
Get the
abundance.
fuck out of here, hippie.
But we did run some pirated game servers, and we needed bandwidth. So one of our good...
I should have did a little better job of walking us into this one. So this is the last iteration of this fake set.
Oh, Butthole Lips itself is on the screen. What's up?
Yo, what up, man?
What's up? I forgot about this shit, dude.
The glory days.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, I think this was the launch of the super fantabulous gay weekend.
It was something. I think y'all did the Dillon State Park right before this. That's what brought all this out, wasn't it?
Well, okay, so when I got the info from the courts, of course, Rusty had to make a big spectacle. He's like, we're going to go live 3 times. It'll be a weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And Friday was on his channel. Saturday was on mine. Sunday was on his. The Saturday he got taken down, and I've still got it. I need to upload night 2 onto Rumble so it's there, like for the archives, or get it to Rusty so he can put it in there so all 3 nights are complete.
So he took that stream. He got that stream taken down.
Yeah, mine. Night 2 he did. He was going after everything. He was striking absolutely everything.
Fucking pussy.
And I've still got... I thought it was gone, like when YouTube took it, but it's actually... They just put it... Since they took it down, it's at the very end of my studio. So it's in date order, like it was the first video that I had a channel on. Or I mean, it's like it was the first video I'd ever made, but it wasn't. So I never saw it until, I don't know, it's been a while. But it's there for me to export. I probably should just download it and then send it to Rumble, or send it to Rusty, something. Yeah.
Yeah. Let Rusty put it with the rest of the shit where it needs to be.
Because I don't even think I could make it public, or I know I can't make it public, but I don't think I could even make a unlisted link.
No, probably not.
Like for him to get it that way, but yeah,
you'll have to screen record it for sure.
Well, I mean, I can just download it from. I mean, it's on. Like I said, it's on my
studio.
Yeah, it's in the studio. So
let's see what.
This was some wild shit.
Yeah, it's definitely fucking wild.
Yeah, I've kind of forgotten it. I was just saying I kind of forgot like a lot of the details to it, but yeah, it's crazy.
He went from originally saying that he was going to host this on his own server, and he's now going to step away from that and claim that it will be hosted on a pirated server. And I'll let him explain it to you in the the convoluted web that this dude wants to kind of weave here to try to distance himself. He's probably starting to have some second thoughts about the things that he's said and done. So now this is no longer going to be hosted on his personal server. It will be on a pirated server. And I'll let him explain it to you. It's, again, it's kind of fucked up, but I want to make sure that people understand what we're listening to.
Buds that was worked in a maintenance building somewhere at a university in the United States. Threw us a couple nice boxes on the back plane of a fiber connection, and they've been sitting there purring for years. And we've been running these things remotely for a long time. Now, I sort of fell away from it, but I got a couple buds still running games on these things.
He ain't got his teeth in right here.
It's, as you can see here, honey, this thing's pumping 7.74 gig of bandwidth for the Minnesota kid that just talks shit thinking he knows what I know by looking through a computer screen. Now, some would argue that I'm a little better at this than I am automotive stuff. I did catch on to it very quickly back in the early 90s. It helped to already be playing multiplayer games before there was a World Wide Web to play them on that were never meant to be played across the internet with some real talented dudes that knew what they were doing. And it's pretty easy to scoot this stuff around now. And I just wanted to share with you today that
a disease that won't never go
your
away.
boy's new domain is live on the internet. And there's a search engine optimization package running in the back on top of a custom Google bot crawler file. It's the file that gives the Google bot permission to crawl your site. I got about 30 hours in developing my own back when I was passionate about this stuff and making websites daily for people. And got that baby sitting there, and we got us a click farm running. You know what a click farm is, Sugar?
What's up, Rusty?
That's where you write a program that uses the Tor routers to generate spoof IPs and continually click on the same URL over and over and over, appearing to be a new person each time. And that starts to make a web page begin to rank. You see, when you do a search, and when you look at the top of the page, like the first 3 search returns, those are paid ads by people. You never click on those, never click on those. But you go down a little bit lower, and all of those search returns are ranked by the amount of clicks they've had. That's exactly how they're ranked. And so, if you know what you're doing, it's not too hard to push one to the top. And
he likes it when it gets pushed to the top.
Let me take you on a journey. Let's go down here to these domains that are running on this pirated Apache box. And let's take a look here. What do we got? Oh, there's one that says BurlingtonSexOffenderRegistry.com. Setting in a container, public _HTML with an abbreviation. Burlington Offender. So let's see if that URL is live to the internet now. Because it's been a few hours. It takes, those got to start. It might even start to be ranking already. God only knows. Let's take a look. As you can see up here, it absolutely is live on the internet, right there. Okay? And I checked the ranking. It's ranked at 98 right now in 6 hours. Now, this is just a temporary HTML document that is filling the container. So when the Google crawl bot is counting those clicks, it's not a dead link.
This motherfucker is a weirdo, dude.
When you mention anything to do with my life outside of YouTube again, anything that doesn't pertain to a YouTube video, one syllable, sugar, this will be replaced with my spoof, identical sex offender registry site with one new offender added. And it'll be your boy. And down at the bottom, tiny text, it'll say for entertainment purposes only. And somewhere in your boys, they'll be alleged. So you won't be able to touch me with a 10-foot pole. And you might ask, well, why put it on the pirated server? Why not run it on your own? Well, because nobody's ever going to be able to take it down because they won't be able to find it to get to it to take it down. If I die in an auto accident tomorrow, your boy's sex offender registry will still be there. And he's going to spend the rest of his goddamn life explaining to everybody that it's a fake site and hope they believe him.
What a fucking
And when I
creep,
tell
dude.
you I am going to dedicate some time to this, I mean to tell you I'm going to dedicate some time to it. And you're going to learn real quick. Some people might lie about everything they know. I'm not one of them. When I tell you I know how to do something and I'm doing it, you better believe it. You better take that check and cash it.
He knows how to suck a dick.
And I'm
don't
as
he?
good at this as I am with anything automotive. And I'm probably one of the best automotive
Which is
mechanics
awful.
you'll ever come to know in your lifetime. And I
Verdict
can
is
say
back
that
in,
with
and it's
confidence. There's guys that do this shit for a living that still call me and pick my brain. You can laugh and you can
Oh, we
pretend
laughing,
to know what you
motherfucker.
think I know. And you can listen to a new cuck, pretend that I'm a dumbass and don't know nothing. And you can lie to yourself and say that too. But you're going to fucking find out just how clever I am at this shit. The hard goddamn way. If you mention...
You heard him, Rich? You seen
one
Rich?
motherfucking syllable that doesn't pertain to a YouTube video I uploaded to YouTube. If it's anything to do with my personal life outside of YouTube, your son will spend the rest of his days explaining.
Wow.
Nasty motherfucker, dude.
There's old Joe Barron.
Joe!
I had to take a break from studying Slackware to get on this live. About mastered it.
Oh shit, what the fuck happened?
Fucking Rumble happened. Rumble sucks, bro.
Something. It does. It does this shit from time to time. Was that you?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know what the fuck going on, Rich. Let's stop sharing it and then we'll go back to it. Alright, it came back. I don't know what the fuck that was about. Something's fucking stuck. His AIDS fucking got it. It's what it is.
What is Snaggy? Just posted a comment on my shit that said, I've never been begged for money like these people do in my life. It's crazy, Rich. At least Iraqi children just wanted chiclets and candy.
He was trying to get me to drop the link, and I said, hit my Cash App. I ain't your fucking therapist.
Oh, you put a booksy on him.
Yeah.
You put
I
book.
get tired. Dude, I'm not letting that motherfucker up here. He's a fucking weirdo, man.
Dude, how about progressive patriots, our little fucking home-cooked terrorist fucking... Good Lord.
Block. Like, straight up.
What does it mean to be free? When I pose this question to my students, here's the answer I typically get.
Will the circle be unbroken?
What the fuck?
Well, you do what you're going to
found is registry.com.
Either way, I'm gonna put something out to you, guys. In case you do not know, do not click on any of his fucking websites.
These things remotely for a long time. Now, an abbreviation is I'm literally going to put it in my calendar. When I get up in the morning and I take my morning walk like I do every day, instead of coming back and wrestling with the dogs a little bit and just sort of piddling around, maybe, dicking around like that, I'm going to spend an hour embedding this site. Every fucking place I can find it has.
Survey says he writes bad checks. You better fucking believe it.
Every offender on there is going to be legit. And right between the R and the T.
All right, where's the little pass there?
Bunch of fake AI doctored up fucking nonsense.
AI.
Oh, that's where he was claiming the shit was AI.
Fucking damn paper. See, what you guys don't understand.
You got to go back a little.
And anybody that believes is fucking if you so they don't get hurt.
And here we go.
In much the same way, Israel gives them a chance to clear the area so they don't get hurt. I'm extending an olive branch to Power Stroke Stupid Daddy. If you don't want to see your son have to defend his reputation for the rest of his fucking life, you get my fucking personal business out of your fucking mouth.
Yeah, Rusty.
And anybody that believes this fucking bullshit doctored up goddamn paper. See, what you guys don't understand is I was actually arrested on that day. I was actually arrested there. There is a case. But it's the bullshit stuff they claim the fucking game warden said. It's all a bunch of fake AI doctored up fucking nonsense.
What?
Yeah, Rich. You never talked to the game warden.
I didn't.
So, he admits to being arrested that day. Admits there is a case. Legitimately, there's a case there. He admits it himself. He does not offer any explanation as to why he was arrested with another man for the same exact thing. But he wants to dispute the paperwork and says that it was AI generated. Again, I just want to put that in front of you. Let you hear that for yourself. I mean, this is how desperate this dude is to explain away his actions and what he's done. I mean, this is the truth of who he is. He hates himself. He despises himself so badly This is a public explanation to people. He posted this on his YouTube channel, insulting the intelligence of every single person that watched and or listened to it. But there's a couple more minutes here, and this guy's talking about an olive branch, right? He's extending an olive branch to me as some kind of, that's a hell of an olive branch, right? You're over here threatening to put my child on a fucking fake sex offender registry site that you created. Okay? While you're openly doxing his name and where he lives on your page right now as we speak, and you call that a fucking olive branch. No. What you have done is if you have made sure that I will stop at nothing until all of this information that I have collected on you is revealed. Right here on YouTube.
Redneck.
So the information will get out. There will be no hiding from your past. There won't be any victim status for you. If you think that you could back me off or intimidate me with this, you are a bigger fucking idiot than any one of us ever fucking thought you were. So, a couple more minutes of this.
Which is why it took them a year to cook it up. And I stand by that. Anybody believes such utter nonsense?
Utter nonsense.
Hey.
Yeah.
At one time he said that as far as things went in the court, he said, yeah, I had to he goes, I just had to sign this thing. I don't know what I signed. He said, I had tons of valuables, like 20, 30,000 in stereo equipment in my truck that I was going to lose if I didn't sign off on, whatever this was. So I guess basically saying any admission or whatever that was pre-court, like he signed off on it so he could retain his valuables.
He thinks everybody's just fucking stupid, dude.
Man. Dude, what I really want to find, the best part of this whole thing, was the night that, I guess it was the third night of the Fabulous Gay Weekend, was the screen recording of AD's live that was going on simultaneous with Rusty's, and getting AD's reaction.
Yeah.
With Cashville up there.
Yeah.
And some other people. He's like, oh my God. He's like, my stepdaddy's a fag.
Gay stepdaddy. How you doing, damn Yankees? Good to see you.
Oh God, that was fucking great.
It was. That shit was funny.
But I don't want you saying threat. It's not a threat. It is a statement of fact that will happen if his father even mutters something about my life that I didn't post on YouTube myself. Same goes for Rich Newbuck and Wade Deaver. The rest of them, I don't care. They ain't got enough people watching them that even matters.
All right, so to kind of bring us back to this whole thing, you mentioned all this stuff. You mentioned this arrest in the park on your YouTube channel. Long before anyone ever told the truth about it, you mentioned it because someone put out a video of your criminal history and you thought you could go through and respond to it. You decided to say that your disorderly persisting that was 9 days prior and the day you got arrested in the park stemmed from...
That was me. I said, registered sex offender on the line or some shit, and I posted his shit with him being charged with it, which, to be fair, it was a sex crime. They knocked it down or whatever.
No. Put it to you this way. If this happened today, he would be on a registry.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
Just because it happened in broad daylight at 11:20 a.m. in a public park, for all to see.
Bro, it's fucking nasty, man. I mean, dude, I don't know. I look at sex shit a lot different. You know what I mean? And somebody who can't control their urges like that, they've got fucking problems, dude.
I mean,
guy fucking
11:20 in the morning.
Yeah. Well, he was just taking a little break, buddy. Yeah, he was just getting broke off. That's all. He was getting it broke off.
The park ranger seemed to think that
he was selling his ass.
There was money involved in this transaction. So that park was known as high end,
which drew
high end.
Now listen. Now here's the thing. If you're gonna be fucking high end, you gonna do it with that ugly motherfucker?
I mean,
I think Westlake was the prostitute.
No, don't put that on that man.
Well, either way, it's sick, dude. Either way, it's fucking sick.
One of them was unemployed at the time, so you tell me. According to the documentation.
Well, I thought he had this big badass career and all that.
Well,
shit.
that's in his online world.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of questions to this scenario. Again, you insult the intelligence of people that are viewing these things that are capable of simple math. You did that to yourself. You brought this into the forefront. People knew there was something wrong with your explanation by the way you explained it. Damn Yankee came on and told the absolute truth about what happened.
And we
as
appreciate
I said, anyone
you
that
too,
has any
Damn
questions
Yankee,
about
really.
it, go look at the site. Go ask them for that ticket and that statement from the court. You can get it from them easily. It's not hard to do. That stuff is all 100% legit. I state my reputation on it. That's it. So, yeah, and Dwayne has an excellent point here. In 2 different counties, by the way. Yeah, 2 different counties, 9 days apart. That was his explanation. Clearly, he lied to you. He lied to you, and it's all evident as to why he lied. There you go. Mr. Airborne Legend says he is good friends with several game wardens. Hit me up later.
Yikes.
Absolutely,
Hey,
sir.
rest in peace, Airborne
You can get a
Legend.
hold of me at rustytruckdude@gmail.com.
Yeah,
If you want to
yeah,
establish
you
a
did.
link. Or
I wonder what
Rich gets
happened to
enough
him,
stuff
man.
over there, but if you want to hit Rich up on Instagram,
Yeah.
I'm sure he'll be happy to talk to you.
It's just Rich Newbuck on Instagram.
It is Rich Newbuck at Instagram. But a couple more minutes of this. This was in response. He did some kind of response to Progressive Patriot, by the way, who seems to be openly co-signing this behavior, by the way.
Oh, you don't say.
So, Mr. Progressive Patriot, hopefully that ages well for you, sir.
But you let that son of a bitch even mention.
Dude, ain't that fucking weird how I opened up with Progressive Patriots little bomb
Yeah.
making video to this
I kind of like how Damn Yankees the comment on our live back then and then right now too.
shit? Yeah.
That's cool.
Hey, and Damn Yankee, I'm sorry for anything that
Yeah,
this
yeah.
dickhead ever put you through, sweetheart.
She's a good woman. Doesn't deserve that shit.
No, and it's usually the good women that get done this way. You know what I mean? Because they've got a big heart.
Me buying my wife flowers one day or something. If it ain't in a YouTube video, his son will be a registered sex offender as far as everybody in Northern Kentucky is concerned. And he'll have to defend himself against it. And I'm making that a solid promise right now. A promise. I've put up with their shit for a year. And when I see motherfuckers showing my adopted special needs son's SSDI benefits on the fucking internet, I'm done fucking with them. You understand?
Didn't
Done.
he post that shit?
Yeah, he's the one that showed it.
And one of those lists can show up for Matthew Collins as well. He thinks he knows so much. That guy is the biggest fake, thin-ass blowhard on the internet.
All right, so he just...
Goddamn commercials. Nobody wants to see a woman with that much muscle. They just don't.
Different strokes for
I
different
don't like it.
folks.
I don't like that shit. I ain't gonna lie.
Well,
You like it?
No.
Then what the fuck are you talking about different strokes? Then you're
Well,
supposed to have my
different
back.
people like different things. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm
You're supposed
saying.
to have my fucking back when I say some shit like that. You
I
supposed
had
to
a,
be up on.
I had a midlife awakening.
You did?
Yeah, I went from thin and almost borderline eating disorder to fucking thickness. Had no clue what I was missing.
You ain't fucking. Why did it fuck up again, dude?
Because it's Rumble, bro. It sucks. They're really bad about trying. If you jump around in the timeline on Rumble, it's not good.
I have to go back and find this motherfucker again.
Now that I got fiber, it's just easier to damn download the whole thing. Like,
shoe brands have been lying to you. Do you want to know why?
That way you can just
Nobody
play it
believed
when
me
you
at
want,
first,
yeah.
but now everyone.
Powering America takes all of us.
Look.
Since 2022, Chevron
Martin.
spent $44 billion.
that was Marty. Yeah, like that, like hitting it 3 times real quick like that.
Some would argue that I'm a little better at this than I am automotive stuff. I did catch on to it. When you, or make no mistake, I will spend an hour.
Just kind of take it, do what you want with it, or just roll right into it. I want, it's going to discuss this paperwork supposedly being faked, and I want you guys to hear his explanation for this shit. Just kind of take it, do what you want with it, digest this for yourself. But I want you to hear his explanation while you're openly doxing his name and where he lives on your page right now as we speak, and you call that a fucking olive branch.
Psychopath was blown out park purse.
What you have done is if you have made sure that I will stop at nothing until all of this information that I have collected on you is revealed. Right here on YouTube. So the information will get out. There will be no hiding from your past. There won't be any victim status for you. If you think that you could back me off or intimidate me with this, you are a bigger fucking idiot than any one of us ever fucking thought you were. So, a couple more minutes of this.
See, that's the thing. That's what he's.
Which is why it took him a year to cook it up. And I stand by that.
See, and that's what he's done to so many different people, man, is he's intimidated them or scared them. This motherfucker here, boy.
Well, nobody ever took the time and initiative to
go through it and
to
research
go get it.
Yeah.
Well, just to go get it. It's black and white. And he's always claimed that the shit's cooked up. And I mean, do you know how much trouble I would be in if I put out that report and had altered it and put it out as real? I mean, that's a felony.
Yeah, and he
probably
would,
multiple
he'd push
felonies.
it, and
He'd be
push
all
it.
over it. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, ain't nobody fake nothing on him.
Yeah.
Anybody believes such utter nonsense?
I don't know why you did
But
that.
I don't want you saying threat. It's not
What?
a threat. It is a statement of fact that will happen.
All he wanted to do was give you a motorcycle ride, bro.
Oh, Lord.
If his father even mutters something about my life that I didn't post on YouTube myself. Same goes for Rich Newbuck and Wade Deaver. The rest of them, I don't care. They ain't got enough people watching them that even matters.
All right, so to kind of bring us back to this whole thing, you mentioned all this stuff. You mentioned this arrest in the park on your YouTube channel. Long before anyone ever told the truth about it, you mentioned it because someone put out a video of your criminal history and you thought you could go through and respond to it. You decided to say that your disorderly persisting that was 9 days prior and the day you got arrested in the park stemmed from the same incident, which drew a lot of questions to this scenario. Again, you insult the intelligence of people that are viewing these things that are capable of simple math. You did that to yourself. You brought this into the forefront. People knew there was something wrong with your explanation by the way you explained it.
Showing up.
Damn Yankee came on and told the absolute truth about what happened. And as I said, anyone that has any questions about it, go look at the site. Go ask them for that ticket and that statement from the court. You can get it from them easily. It's not hard to do. That stuff is all 100% legit. I state my reputation on it. That's it. So, yeah, and Dwayne has an excellent point here. In 2 different counties, by the way. Yeah, 2 different counties, 9 days apart. That was his explanation. Clearly, he lied to you. He lied to you, and it's all evident as to why he lied.
Y'all just being mean.
There you go.
Man.
Mr. Airborne Legend says he is good friends with several game wardens. Hit me up later.
Yikes.
Absolutely, sir. Absolutely. You can get a hold of me at rustytruckdude@gmail.com if you want to establish a link, or Rich gets enough stuff over there, but if you want to hit Rich up on Instagram,
Yeah.
I'm sure he'll be happy to talk to you.
It's just Rich Newbuck on Instagram.
It is Rich Newbuck at Instagram. But a couple more minutes of this. This was in response. He did some kind of response to Progressive Patriot, by the way, who seems to be openly co-signing this behavior, by the way. So,
well, of course he is.
Mr. Progressive Patriot, hopefully that ages well for you, sir.
But you let that son of a bitch even mention me buying my wife flowers one day or something. If it ain't in a YouTube video, his son will be a registered sex offender as far as everybody in Northern Kentucky is concerned. And he'll have to defend himself against it. And I'm making that a solid promise right now. A promise. I put up with their shit for a year. And when I see motherfuckers showing my adopted special needs son's SSDI benefits on the fucking internet, I'm done fucking with them. You understand? Done. And one of those lists can show up for Matthew Collins as well. He thinks he knows so much. That guy is the biggest fake, thin-ass blowhard on the internet.
All right, so he just openly threatened to do the same thing to the anonymous dude. And the anonymous dude cannot be tied back to his narrative of simping for Upchurch. But it did not, again, he just destroys his own narrative through his own anger by threatening to do this. And he put him on the page that he says he's going to make go live. He put his picture on there and just used his real name to threaten him. So this is extending to multiple people. And I'm not done. There is some more nasty shit that this dude has to say at the end of this. And it's a good thing I'm stopped, because Christy Ant hits us with a 10 bomb and she donates healthily to the Fuck You PBR Fund with 3 middle fingers strong. Thank you so much, dear. I appreciate you throwing in on that. But as I was saying, there is some rather disturbing shit that gets said at the end of this. And it kind of tells you, again, we're not really shocked at this point by his mind frame. You're looking at what he's willing to say and do. There's no boundary this motherfucker won't cross. But you're gonna be surprised by this. I guarantee it.
And look at him. He's a softy little sissy bitch. Looks like a little kid.
Just like you like them, huh?
So just listen, man. I love you, brother. I know you took a lot of heat for doing the right thing, but always remember you did do the right thing. You sided on the side of right. These dirtbags that go out here and go outside of YouTube and attempt to smear people.
Smear
willing to speak the truth about what their cult leader did, they need to finally have some shit done to them. I'd hate to see Wade Deaver succumb to his illness and then there be a registry out there with his name on it.
What a piece of shit.
But I'm done.
So you guys heard that? He said he would hate to see Wade Deaver succumb to his illness and then be added to this registry. Have a similar registry created
That's
with his name
up.
on it after the man passed away.
Did he really?
Is what he's talking about doing. I mean, the most cowardly fucking shit in the fucking world. No.
What's up, Leg Day? Damn, shout out, man. Rest in peace, Ray Whitaker, if that's true.
Yeah, I don't
Thing
know
that
if
the
it's
man
true.
is actively
Somebody-
right now facing death. In
You heard that too?
No. Mama Peta just nixed it, but I don't know if it's true or not. It's a fake account, she said.
Fake account.
has the nerve to utter that he would slander him posthumously as he, after he died, he would put him on this fake sex offender registry. I mean, how fucking big of a piece of shit do you have to fucking be to that enter your mind?
Yeah, Leg Day. That's what I was saying in the beginning of the stream. I was glad.
I mean,
I was glad that you started going back and forth with him. That way I didn't have to. And I was really glad when fucking Rusty started going at him. I just sat
This
back and
is
fucking
what you're
laughed.
looking at,
I was
man.
like, yep,
This
that's what you
dude.
fucking
How in the
deserve.
fuck do you people co-sign this and sit by idly while this motherfucker says and does this shit? How?
No moral compass. That's how they do it. No fucking moral compass whatsoever. These fucking ads, bro. That ad fucked it up, Rich. Fuck it. I'm done listening to that shit anyway. Oh, hell, and just was fixing to be back.
Well, shit.
That's all right. We've heard enough of that motherfucker shit for one night anyway. Yeah,
I'm trying
hey,
to find this shit that I have.
It's good to go back in time every now and then. You know, people forget.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
thank you, Leg Day. I was trying to get somebody to pin your link a while ago. But it's good to go back in time and listen to this shit because people forget over time how fucking just downright nasty some of these people can be. You know what I mean? Weird ass shit, dude. Dude, I'm looking at the most beautifulest fucking screensaver right now. I wish you could see it, but.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. It's the ocean on an island with clear blue fucking water, bro.
Mm.
I can see myself running around on that motherfucker butt naked right now, chasing mama around the island. Let me have them coconuts, girl. Come on. I can't help it, man. Hey, that's one thing I can say, dude. I'm blessed. I've fucking been happy long time, man. That's what life's about, too, to me, you know?
Hell yeah.
All
Hell
right.
yeah.
I
Now,
left
I
my-
had this thing. I had this thing where he was talking about. It's like a couple minutes of him talking mad shit about Wade, like, because you got to remember this dumbass. He's the one. Turns out that ended up faking cancer and all that shit, and kept calling out Wade for faking cancer to try to grift for money, which he never did. Like, dude, this guy is fuck this dude.
Yeah, well, he projected on
Oh, yeah.
himself on everybody, man.
Yeah, he has anything that he has ever projected onto anybody on this platform. He has been proven of doing it himself. The only thing that hasn't been proven is anything to do with kids. You know, and the thing about this, some people would ask me like, why, you know, he made this fake list and everybody knows it's fake, and you know, like, what's the big deal here and that, man? you know how the shit works with people that abuse children. You're like the lowest on the totem pole. You're the lowest member of society. And more particularly in the South, there's a lot of people that will take up arms and go vigilante justice towards somebody that harms a child.
Oh yeah, most
I
definitely.
mean, there's a reason why in prison, these dudes can't gin pop her. They'll get killed. I just listened to a thing today that I randomly ran into the algorithm of this dude that talked about prison time and this and that, and he said that the guards were in on it, and if they, if they check somebody into jail or whatever, and they were some type of kid toucher, that they, when they dressed them out, they would automatically give them a pillow. Which they don't hand out pillows in jail, So if somebody came in with a pillow, all the fellow inmates knew that was somebody that had harmed a child.
Yeah.
And they just let justice, take course.
Now where I was at, the fucking guards, they would do bunk changes and stuff like that, right? So if you wanted a bottom bunk, all you had to do was go beat the fuck out of one of them.
Oh yeah,
I promise you. I
Yeah,
swear
oh,
to
yeah.
God. That's how you got a bottom bunk. Either that or a can of dip. You buy them a can of dip or something. And
Yeah.
put you on a bottom bunk. Bottom bunk was to be treasured because, like you're doing, like me. My first stay, I did 3.5 years. If you get assigned to a bunk, you're there for 3.5 fucking years unless you go the whole. And bottom bunks were fucking where it was at. And you never think about life like that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
How much just being able to not have to climb up into your bed every night means to you.
Yeah.
Until you're stuck there for 3.5 fucking years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's wild. I saw this one thing one time where they had some pedo, and it was a photo that they took for documentation after he had gone to like the nurse. And they had these little like band-aids. He had been stabbed, like little, not deep wounds, but like shank wounds on the back. Dude, he had been stabbed like 60 times.
Oh yeah.
And then they took, dude, it was horrible looking, but it looks like one of them, they said they ran a broomstick up this dude's ass and like there was shit everywhere. Anyway, on the report, one of the guards said that they reported they saw him fall down a couple stairs. That's how the entry was documented. He fell down a few stairs.
Well, because like they're there to protect. I've seen some shit, dude. I've seen some shit. I've seen a motherfucker get locked in a room with a dude, solitary confinement, little white boy, and there's a big old black dude in there with him. And the next thing you know, you hear that black dude screaming. He had literally ripped this dude's balls off.
Oh,
literally, because he was trying to have sex with a little kid. And he fucked him up, man. And
who ripped whose balls off?
The little white boy ripped the dude's balls off.
Oh my God.
Yep, he was trying to punk him out. True
How
story.
would you do that? How would you rip balls off?
I don't know, dude, but he fucking done it. He damn sure fucking done it.
Maybe we'll have to ask
Motherfucker like to bled to death, dude.
I bet.
Yep. It took him about an hour and 10 minutes to get him the fuck out of there.
Oh my God.
They just kind of moseyed around like it wasn't no big fucking deal. And there was blood everywhere, man.
Yeah, Big Shot says he fell off the bunk. Must have fell off the bunk.
he fucked him up. Damn sure did.
Golly, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny how prison.
I can't remember that little kid's name. It'll flash to me tomorrow sometime.
All these people are in prison because they can't live with societal rules. But you go into a prison and there's more rules in there than there are in society. And they adhere to that set of rules. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, it's interesting.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of his name. I'll remember that motherfucker tomorrow, man. He wasn't in there long, 18 months or whatever, but when he got out of confinement, like everybody, all the white boys kind of rooted him on and shit. And it was cool to see because he was scared to death. You could tell, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I want to say his last name was Ford. And when he came out of confinement, shit, they was all like, dropping at midnight. Oh shit.
Hey,
Rusty
pin Rusty's link he just put to the top.
I don't know how to do it, Rich.
Well, you got to be in YouTube. I tried to do it, but I can't. Well, I guess he could do it if a regular mod could. You just click on the 3 dots next to where he posted the link, and click on them, and one of them will say pin or whatever.
It says delete comment, put user in timeout, or ban user and delete their comment. I see a star.
No, it should be the 3 little dots. Should be able to do it.
I just clicked on the star. We'll see what that does.
Are you in YouTube or on? You're not.
No, I'm in StreamYard.
No, you got to do it from the YouTube chat. That's what I'm saying. You have to do it from YouTube.
All right, let me go.
I mean, it ain't that big of a deal. I just figured.
No, I'm learning any motherfucking way.
There you go. Hey, have you seen that? My buddy sent me. You can't pin it. Well, I thought. Well, I know you can't pin it, Rusty, as a mod. I can't either, but I think I pin shit on my channel all the time that I post or that somebody else posts, being the channel owner. Yeah, regular mod can. I don't know if a managing mod can or not. But the channel owner can. Did you see the video, the Kirk video of that would suggest alternate shooting angle? Like coming from the side versus it was interesting. It shows shirt flex and it's weird. It makes you think. I'm just wondering.
How the fuck did I get on Dagburn shit?
Oh, okay, Rusty, I accidentally posted the wrong shit. In 49 minutes, I'm going to bring a bunch of people together through music. Well, kumbaya.
So that means I can delete that comment, that link then, Rusty.
Or just post the new one.
Yeah, but delete that other one. What's up, little meat? We ain't fucking with the ops.
Oh, that's just the vault working overtime.
Yeah, but it takes you straight to that fucking idiot's channel.
Yeah, well. What did he say? I caught something he said.
Dude,
he's
I don't
fucking
watch that
idiot.
motherfucker.
I
will
idiot.
not click on none of his videos. I just will not do it. I'll wait until they fucking come on the vault and somebody's picking and making fun of that idiot, because that's what he deserves.
I hope that shit with Seeper fucking gets him hemmed all kinds of hemmed up.
What's good, little me? How you doing tonight, bro?
Yo, little me.
Yeah, that's that bitch shit too, right? Talk all that macho shit, and then when it comes down to it, you fucking just go into file charges. That's pussy shit, dude.
Talking about people snitching the night before.
Somebody said he made up with that fucking dude or whatever.
What dude?
The Chomo dude.
I mean, he said how he truly felt on PBR's panel that time. If you've paid your debt to society, then you're good with him. Which kind of leads me to believe, well...
Okay, so you're right. As soon as I go through... I hope I just didn't take the wrong fucking one out. I did. Rusty,
did.
I removed the wrong one.
Hang on, let me see if I can fix it.
I just removed the wrong one.
There, I just reposted it. So, or Rusty did too. There, you can't miss. You got two targets there right in a row. So you just hit the 3 dots and put pin. God dang, I sidetracked the shit out of this. That's what I do. I fucking derail shit.
Every fucking time, dude.
Every time, dude.
That's why they say, don't let that motherfucker...
Don't let Rich up there. He'll fuck your shit up. He'll get you banned. Fantastic.
Now it's just fucking taking me to the link.
So when you hit the little 3 buttons, it's on the very end. You go to the very far right of the comment, like past the comment, 3 buttons, click on it, and one of them will say pin.
I don't see no 3 buttons, dude.
3 dots, sorry.
I don't see 3 dots. There it is. All right, we got it.
There you go.
Look at that shit. I'm getting educated. I'm up to 999.
There you go.
So, did PBR buy you any clothes and send you to get a haircut?
Nah, I didn't take him up on that fucking, what do you call it, makeover. Isaac might have. 19 emails from YouTube.
Don't let Rich. Oh, I know he fucking will. That motherfucker got plenty of my streams took down.
Oh, stop it.
You did. You did. Fuck, one of them fucking got me in strike.
No, shut the fuck up. It
Playing,
did not.
Oh, it most certainly did. Playing that Saturday Night Live skit got me fucked up. I was like, look at here.
Nah, they didn't actually hard strike you.
Got demonetized.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
I'm over here struggling, barely able to go. I can't get fucking Snaggy to send me $20, and this motherfucker gonna get my channel taken down. Cause it's my buddy.
You gave Snaggy something to talk about for a little while. He's already made like 5 posts on my community tab.
Has he really? Is
Yeah.
it that triggered? Well, man, he's around here flexing like he's rich. I was like, well, fuck, Snaggy, shoot a bitch $20, and I'll fucking let you up, man.
On my live, when Seeper was up, he was telling Seeper he wanted to help him, I guess financially with his case. He's like, bro, I got it. I don't need it. And then he got pissed about that. So,
dude, he runs around flexing fucking disability money. How stupid can you be?
All right, hang on, let me see what he said. He said, he said, what's up with your boy Uncle Will? Are y'all still sharing a StreamYard every month? Dude's begging me for cash apps to hear the truth. Wow, poor ass swamp lot life trash. I said, nah, he kicked me out. I said, it helped my broke ass out. And then he said, Uncle Will is Johnny Gobble, just the Florida version. And then he says, I've never been begged for money like these people do in my life. It's crazy rich. At least Iraqi children just wanted chiclets and candy.
Yeah, and Snaggy just wants a transgender and a fifth of fucking Smirnoff. What the fuck?
Is that his jam? Is Vaki?
Bro, I don't know what it is, but I know that motherfucker's always drunk, and I ain't trying to hear it. And he's always triggered.
Triggered, huh?
Well, he's coming to kill me every fucking time I turn around. I'm gonna fucking come to. Well, I'm serious. Let me fuck you, Snaggy. Well, goddamn it, AD fucking. I'm like, dude, nobody gives a fuck, dude. Shut the fuck up. Calling somebody, and he swears up and down I gave him my number on your stream. Did you hear him the other night when he was saying that?
No.
Yeah, he swore up and down I gave him my number to call me. And I never... Dude, I don't talk to nobody hardly on the fucking phone. What the fuck would I give that idiot my number for?
I don't know.
Well, bro, I'm fixing to shut it down.
Yeah.
It's 11:18. My luck, I'll get a fucking call here in an hour and gotta go do that shit and still get up and go to work in the morning.
Yeah.
Life sucks, don't it?
Hey, get that bag, dude.
Get that money, baby.
You charge more if it's the middle of the night.
Oh, you fucking right.
Damn right.
You're fucking right. Shit, it's $125 during the daylight just for me to hit the key on that motherfucker. It's $225 at night.
Unc tells me, he says, hit my cash app.
Bitch. We'll holler at y'all, man. Peace.
Hey, stick around for a second.
Yeah, I was fixing to tell you the same thing.
Later, chat.
Hey, appreciate y'all hanging out with us tonight. Later.